What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley. I am your host, David Rogers.
I'm Connor Lee, back.
He's back.
Again.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to be back.
And as always, our buddy Racing Jason's here with us. What's up, man?
What's going on with you, man? Hey, Connor, I had you on milk cartons and billboards for the Wisconsin National Dairy Association, so I can cancel that. Tell them you're good, you're safe.
That's right. I'm here.
Okay, all right. So I'll cancel that. No, I got you.
They had that same thing for me on iRacing until Saturday. Finally.
Yeah, I thought you'd cancel the
Really?
subscription.
I hadn't got on it in a while.
First time in how long?
We were talking about that the other night. When was that last?
Whenever that last
it was
race you hosted, yeah.
Close to a year.
Wow, Dave. Really?
Yeah.
You know,
We're gonna make a comeback. We're gonna. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna work on some things and try to get the our iRacing league back up this year. At least one go round at it.
Yeah.
So
Two's a lot.
two's a lot.
Two's
a lot.
Planning and stuff.
Yeah, two's a lot of planning. I mean, if I had other people to jump in and do a lot of stuff, but when it's just me and Connor setting up races and stuff, a lot of times it's tough.
boy, I tell you, if I had an iRacing rig,
You
I'd
need
be
one.
fired from my
Yeah.
job.
You need one.
The dirt's fun on it.
You
I like the
need
dirt.
one.
I'll be fired. I would be up all night playing that thing, man.
You was
I
up
know I
all
would.
night anyway, watching racing, and then going to work a couple hours later.
A couple hours. Yeah, about three. I think I got about 2 hours sleep Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
What was that? The Snowflake?
No,
Or
it
did the
was
Dome?
Dome.
The Dome
Oh,
in LA?
but it ain't Snowflake. It ain't.
He had to be at work that early.
I mean, the Dome was... The late model race was over at what?
Friday night was pretty late.
Oh, Friday night.
11:30.
11:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was-
10:30 their time. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but now if you'd have been up watching the snowflake,
Oh, man.
you wouldn't even make it to work on time.
You'd be late.
Well, Green dropped at what? 1:45 in the morning.
Yeah, something like that. I think they got done at
That's
3:30, and by the time they made it through tech and everything, it was after 4:00. But from what I
And
gathered,
the stands were packed.
yeah, stands
The
were
stands
full.
were-
Still. I mean, not. Yeah, they were. There was a good crowd. Good crowd. But in their defense, it had rained, and from what I gathered, they kind of went to the teams and asked them. They're like, "Hey, we got this window. It's gonna be super late. Y'all want to do it?" They're like, "Yes, let's go ahead and knock it out."
I made it about 12:30 and I tapped out.
It was not a hostage situation. They voluntarily done it.
I mean, if they wouldn't have, though, it probably would have been
Yeah.
at least Monday,
Well-
maybe Tuesday.
Well, that's what they said. They're still racing tomorrow. There,
The local classes.
Local
and stuff,
classes.
Yeah,
all racing
Wow.
tomorrow. Them guy, I'm gonna tell you
they're
that.
supposed to be Friday.
Yeah, they were supposed to be Friday. They were there Thursday.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of them travel too.
Yeah, so I need to go run a truck
Wow.
race down there one year.
That looks cool. Except for that one guy.
Dude, that
about
one rig
died.
awful.
As long as you don't make any enemies, so you turn your head on into turn one.
Golly, that was horrible. Yeah. So, bunch of fun
Take the
stuff.
truck, Dave.
Do what?
Take the truck, Dave. Take the truck.
I'd like to go. To
I do
Pens-
think they need to make the Dirt Nationals a snowball different weekends.
Man, that would be.
You know what I'm saying?
They do. that.
Kind of December, there's nothing going on, and they're both on the same weekend. You know. I'd
I
like to
get it
have
though.
one.
They don't want to get much closer to Christmas
Yeah, I
because it's
understand.
gonna get tough.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, yes,
Okay.
and that's the thing because like I feel like Bubba Pollard would be one that he'd liable to go run Gateway if they invited him to. You know, not saying he would do great at it, but he would go. Kyle Busch, he's liable to jump in something. If you invited him to it, he would probably jump in something.
Hocevar run the double.
Hocevar definitely would do both.
Yeah, he was gonna do both, wasn't he? Hocevar.
He would love to, but then that didn't work out.
How about Rico? How about Rico wants to race a
Rico
dirt
will
late
run
model?
anything.
Just put dirt. We gotta get Rico a dirt late model, baby. We gotta get him. We gotta give him one.
Did you see
Gotta
where
get
they
him
were
one.
picking around trying to work out the deal with the guy at one to late model?
He was in the bathroom. His name was called.
What?
You cannot, Dave. You cannot script Gateway. That's what's so
No.
great about this thing.
Rico put out on social media that he wanted
To run.
wanted
Yeah,
to
I
run,
did see that.
yeah, next year, 2026. Well, they gave away Cody Summer and them gave away a DRT.
I did. Yeah, that's right.
And the guy who won it, I guess they were doing the
A raffle, whatever.
interview and stuff, and he's like, "You gonna set up a ride?" And talking about what it was in the bathroom. What happened in the bathroom?
He was in the bathroom when his name was
Oh
called.
yeah, that's what it was.
I'd have been bad.
And his buddy said, "Hey Ross, you won. Come on."
Jeez, I want
Oh
to
my
win something
God.
like
Say
that.
giving away wow, that is
That's insane,
that is.
especially a car that you ain't got many of.
And 20,000 cash too. Don't forget about
Yeah,
that.
20,000 cash
What
to go
in the
with
world?
it. So, did it come with a motor in it, or was it race ready, or just chassis and body?
I think it was just chassis and 20 grand.
Okay, with 20 grand coming with that car. Now, if it was a roller, at least a roller, which means it had a rear end in it, you could put a 525 and a transmission pretty much. It might be a used transmission, but you could put a CT 525. You could have it running. You could be ready to go race.
That's amazing.
IMCA's going
That's
on the
amazing.
CT25.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see how that stacks up against the late model stock motors or the what's that, the Enforcer and stuff.
Yeah, well, you talking about the IHRA? deal?
IHRA, yeah, excuse me, yeah.
IHRA deal, yeah, they are running.
I mean, that's the first one to be on asphalt, isn't it?
Far as
around
I
here,
know,
at least.
and they're running 4-piston brakes. But
Oh, wow.
525 with a 650 carburetor.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
That thing ought to.
yeah, really,
Fly.
be really interesting to see how it stacks up
Stats.
against.
Oh yeah, which I think that's where I think that nowadays I think that's where late model stock needs to be. It needs to be a big enough speed difference from limited late model.
Yeah, there's too many running both.
Yeah, yeah. It don't need to be the same class. We'll talk about that. I got some stuff to bring up about that a little later in the show. We got a guest coming on here in just a few minutes. You might be able to tell who it is by Jason's shirt. Dale Timms coming on, hanging out with us.
The dark horse.
The dark horse after coming off his Blue Ridge Outlaw Late Model Championship. So, but anyway, he'll be here in just a.
Speaking of 525s.
Speaking of 525s, and I want to ask him about, did you see a couple of their new rules packages come out? They're doing away with, they're making their body rules a little more strict, I see. Doing away with some of the sail panel stuff and putting it, they said, more into drivers' hands.
Man, Dave, I love Jason Smoot to death. That is one ugly race car. That is one ugly race car with them side panels, bro.
Wow.
I'll say it again, Dave. I'll say it reminds me when the Avalanche first came out, man. God, that thing is ugly.
I think
It had to grow on you.
I think if you're going to do it, you just need to let them put the daggone billboards back up there.
Get that left side pin to the racetrack.
Yes, sir.
Yes. 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 It had those cables. Remember those cables?
Yes.
I never trusted those
It
cables,
looked like
Dave.
it looked like a doggone bridge hanging on up there.
Oh my God. Those were the days, Dave. Those were the
Hey,
days.
dude, I wish they'd bring that back I don't know anybody that would do it anymore just because nobody really knows how to because it's been so long since it's been done. I ain't saying there's still a few know how. Don't get me wrong. But it'd be awesome to see that back. So,
Dave.
it
You
would
know,
be-
they do have that vintage late model deal going around, but it's got the 525 motor in it. Man, if you put a super motor on that thing, man, God, I'll let us see what it could do.
that's what I'm talking about. Anyway.
New track record.
There you go. Well, anyway, we got the man on here now, Mr. Dale Timms. What is up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man,
Oh, not much. What y'all up to? I just got home from work, really.
Oh, working man, hard at it, eh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I hear you there. We all been doing the same thing today, so you know. Oh well, man, we're glad to have you join us this evening on the show. It's been a little while coming, and glad to have you on here. How did what you said? Kids made all stars. What was it? Football?
Yeah, so I've coached flag football for
Ah,
3 or 4 years now. My son, he's 12 now. And I've always coached his team there. It's always been a good time. It's very competitive. You wouldn't think it would be, but it's very
oh yeah,
competitive. And anything that I can compete in, I'm good with it.
that's what I'm talking about. So how did all stars go?
We done pretty good. We made it to the semifinals, and we actually had the game won, and a kid actually tackled my son Cole with like a minute left to save the game. I guess he just took the penalty there, and they ended up winning the game. But we had a good group of kids, and it was a lot of fun, man.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. That's always fun. Man, my son's 16 now, and he got out of football, but I remember when he was playing it when he was younger. And good, woo, that was some of the craziest times I ever had. I always told him, I said, "Y'all think the racetrack's bad? Nah, go to the little league football."
Oh yeah, you see some mad parents.
I've seen more people get arrested at the football games I've seen at racetracks.
Oh yeah, yeah. He played pads this year, this summer, and all. So I guess he's gonna continue on with that.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, man. All right. Well, let's get to it a little bit about some racing, man. So, I guess you had a pretty good year.
Yeah, we done all right there. We actually had a lot of problems throughout the year. We hurt a couple motors, nobody's fault, just kind of bad part stuff, and we ended up swapping cars in the middle of the year, and we struggled there for a minute, and then we kind of got back going there at the end of the year.
Tell us a little bit about that car swap. What led to that?
I'm gonna blame it all on my crew. Now we have so my old car has always been like super good, man. Like it's always like it's dependable, it's always fast. And we started the year with it, and I got a new car sitting there that we run a few super races with, and it had kind of been kicking our butts really, and we got to struggling a little bit with the old car, and it was like, you know what, let's just put the 525 in the new car, and see if we can work the bugs out on that. And we ended up actually, I swear, I think the new car is better, which it should be. It's a brand new car.
All right. Well, also, you just talked about that 525, man, and you said you had a couple motor problems. Were they with the 525?
Yes, sir, they were.
All right. So, obviously, I've been on a 525 kick for a few years myself. Me and Connor's talked about it quite a bit. But man, overall, how you like the 525?
I like them, man. I really do. They're 99% of the time, they're a very dependable motor. You should get 50, 60 races on it. So, you could run it for a couple years with us. I think we got a lemon. I actually told my motor guy the other day, I was like, I don't know what you're going to do with that thing, but don't give it back to me. Give it to somebody else.
I hear you there, man. And that's why I was fixing to say, and there's been a few people running them, obviously, in other, forms for a couple of years. But, now with the Blue Ridge really pushing that 525 now, man, I kind of like it. And obviously we saw some of it at the Dome. There were guys running the 525 at the Dome this past week.
I don't know if y'all picked up on it, but Mark Whitener,
yeah,
he ran a 625.
Oh.
And
No.
my motor guy Don, actually,
yeah,
he's big on the CT 525 program, and he's took that. It's the same block and heads and intake and all, and he actually put some aftermarket part stuff in one of those motors and made it, a little more horsepower, which is, pretty cool.
It is, and that's what I was about to ask. Don Blackshear, super good motor guy, super good. And that's what I was fixing to ask. Do you think there's a place for it even on the super side now? Do you think it could be a more economical use, being someone who's used that 525, even if you went and done something like he done just to up the horsepower just a little bit? Do you think that might be a good option for the future of dirt racing?
I definitely think super late model needs a cheaper direction, for a regional racer. Those like a Cornette motor or a Clements motor, they're $50,000,
Mm-hmm.
and that's no headers, carburetors. That's just the motor. And I do think that would be a great class, like a local regional type super deal. And I think it would be a dependable motor, and, and I do think it would win at like Sumter, like somewhere small, like the Dome. I do think somewhere small and slick, they would be better than the super motors in my opinion.
I know I've said it quite a few times. Banjo put it on them over there in the Ultimates at Sumter one time.
Yep.
With that 525 he had her there. It's been a few years ago now, and
yep. He kicked our butt last year down there with a 525.
Did he? Which he ought to. I mean, I ain't saying he ought to kick everybody's butt, but he's got that place kind of figured out.
Yeah, he's got a lot of laps there for sure.
But yeah, man, I think that's I think it's a good, like you said, I think it's a good economical route. Better, obviously. We all know nothing in racing is cheap. I don't know if you've seen, I don't know how much you keep up with any asphalt stuff, but there is a new player in town on the late model stock side. The IHRA has come in, and that is the motor, one of the engine combinations you're going to be able to run in it, which I've been, kind of wanting for a couple of years in the late model stock stuff on the asphalt side, and they're going to be allowed to run it. So I think it's a good direction to go for sure.
I've been trying to get Brian Blackwell to find me a ride on asphalt. I'd like to try it one time.
Come on, you can come jump in my truck.
Yeah, him and David Roberts. I've been on David too.
There you go. I done told Brian he needs to come jump in my truck. I need some pointers. He was pretty good in that thing.
Yeah.
Jason, you got anything for Dale?
Yeah, Dale. First off, the dark horse. Dale, you think with this new super late model deal Smoot's coming out with this American Racer, is this going to open up doors for other series, like say War of Outlaws or Lucas Oil or maybe Clash or somebody?
I think it could be a great deal. It's going to be on their American Racer tire, the Pro 2, which is a lot cheaper. Pro 3 is same deal. It's a lot cheaper tire. I don't know if it would open any bigger doors to say, but I do think it will be a good regional series. I think, that tire is going to give up, and I think you're going to see great racing with that tire in that engine package. I think you're, super late model now. I've run a few. I'm not the best or whatever. I haven't done it for 20 years, but I've run a few, and man, you run it wide open for 50 laps. You're on the hammer. If you're not on the if you're not on the hammer, you're slow. But I do think that tire, I think you'll have to save it, and and you'll have guys move around a lot more on that tire.
Nice.
Awesome. Dale, do you know any when the schedule's coming out or anything like that? How many races it is? Have you heard anything about that?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything for sure. I do know they have a few at Lakeview, and I think Carolina.
Nice.
But we're gonna go run them. We'll support them guys. We're not gonna run a series to say. I don't think we may. You never know.
Okay.
Like, we hadn't planned on running the Blue Ridge deal this year, but we got to running a few, and we were leading the points, and we were like, hey, we got to go get this money. So
Yeah, why quit, right?
yeah,
Why
so
quit while you're ahead, right?
that's right. So we're
That's
going.
right.
I'm gonna try to run a lot more super this year. We may end up
Yes.
running that whole deal, or if it's not too many races, I just want to go honestly where I'm good at. Like Livonia, Gaffney, Lawrence, that Sugar Creek. We're gonna hit those places, and I want to win a few super races this year.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's it. Come on.
While we're still on it though, and I know y'all probably heard about it before it came out, but I saw a few days ago, Blue Ridge is changing up some body rules a little bit. Hey, I know how Jason feels about that already, but how do you feel about that?
Well, I hate it honestly. We got a good package for that wing right now. We'll have to go back to work a little bit, which is not a bad thing. We're like that to start with. Like we were all right, but we wasn't the best, there to start with. And that wing's a big deal on arrow. I mean, it's huge, especially like when you get behind somebody, like you have to keep the left front out, man, or if you go in right on that guy's bumper, it's not gonna turn.
That's crazy.
But I do think
That's
it may add a few cars for him. Just because guys don't have to change anything. They can just bring their car how it is with normal body rules and race.
I like it. I like it. Well, man, like I said, obviously, congratulations on championship. Go ahead there, Jason. Go ahead.
Oh, look. I was gonna ask Dale with them. Maybe Dave, you can answer this too. With the body package that Garrett Albertson had at the Dome, can we do some of the noses, Dale? They work on whatever else we have to work on. Can we do some of the noses first?
Man, I wish they would really. That nose is a big deal. Like if you don't have that, that valence around the front and that bill stuck out there, that's a big deal. I couldn't believe Albertson done that body, just for the competitive side. Like it was cool, like it was awesome, but far as downforce, I mean, I'm sure it hurt it a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like you said, I'm with you, Jason. I'm with you. But I just don't think that's going to be some toothpaste that you can squeeze back into tube anymore. Because that is one area that is the same on asphalt and dirt. They got to get that nose sealed off to the ground, and it's the same way. And that is why the dirt nose looks the way it is now. It's just when that car is in attitude, you want to seal that thing off to the ground as much as you can to produce the most downforce. And I would love to take some of that away, but the problem is when you do that, because the rest of the car is shaped the way it is, the car behind it loses that much more downforce. And so you're really making a disadvantage for the guy behind you if you reshape that nose in any other way. So that is why I think that is some toothpaste you ain't going to put back in the tube.
One can dream, Dave. One can dream.
I agree with you 100%. I wish it would too. Odell, man, like I said, congratulations on the championship, man. That's that is a cool deal, and I think Blue Ridge. I have said for a few years now that's a series that I really think. It's well, I remember 5 years ago, I was like, man, this series got some potential. Just the way they were setting everything up and getting racers, and now I think it's not just a everybody else series. It's there's heavy hitters in there, you included. So it's a big deal to win any championship in a dirt late model anymore for sure. But who all you guys think that for helping you out, man?
I got a list of people. I got a ton of guys.
Go for it.
But first of all, I just want to comment on that deal. That cheeseburger and Dylan Brown and Kenny Compton, them guys are no slouches. I can promise you. Them
None
guys
at
are
all.
Yo.
They are. I had a ton of fun running that deal just because man, you better be good.
Yeah,
I mean, you better be good, or you're gonna be 8th to 10th place.
that's right.
I mean, it's just not hard to do, and that's a lot of series now. Even in your lower divisions, like if you go and run a series, you're running with the best guys. You know, those guys are trying to win those series points. There's not much local racing, you know, for racing with the best. But I got a ton of people to thank here. I want to thank my wife, my grandpa, Teresa, Tommy, Lauren, Sean, Justin, my mom and dad. I worked in the death in the shop, man. So I definitely want to thank Tommy and Lauren and Sean coming on for this year. They really made a huge difference in our program there. And as far as sponsors, I got Andy Lee Racing, Schaefer's Oil, Superior Roofing, Heath and Amanda Calvert, ProTech Equipment, Joey Reynolds Trucking, FK Rod Ends, Base, Race City Performance, Colin Signs, American Racers by Spud, Fregola, Crate Insider, Swift Springs, HVH, Fast Shaft, Wares, SRI, and Mark Tudor Racing, Velocita, Gambler, Gorsuch, Top Tier, and Excel Racing Solutions.
He got them all. I love it when there's somebody
He did.
prepared.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, it's a lot of
He
them,
sounded almost like James Essex up there.
Man, this stuff is unreal how much it takes and costs now. So I mean,
Dude.
anybody that's willing to help us, you know, that's great. And we actually got a new sponsor for next year. It's A2 Exterminator. So definitely just
All
thank
right.
everybody that helps us, man. Like I said,
All
it
right.
takes a lot.
Good deal. We'll let everybody know if they
I
want
will
to come
say
on.
that I will say Dave.
Yep.
You know, I got about 1,000 T-shirts, right?
Oh yeah.
This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite ones. It really is.
I was
the
glad
back
when I
of-
clicked
the back
on
of this,
here.
The back of this shirt, Dave, this thing is absolutely. I'm telling you.
I was glad when I
That's what-
clicked on here to see you had it on.
You know why it's one of his favorite shirts? Because it's got some purple
Yes.
and orange on it, like Clemson.
Purple.
You know.
Oh,
Take that away. I know. Take that away from it. I can't stand it, bro. I couldn't wear that hat right. I couldn't wear that hat right there. Damn, I couldn't wear that hat there. I could not wear that hat, bro.
this hat's red. It looks a little
That's
orange,
red.
but
That's
it's red.
red. That's a Victory
It's
Lane
red?
hat.
It's red.
That is a Victory Lane hat.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I've been
All right, cool.
asking for one for a couple years now. And they're like, you got to win a race. I'm like, dang it.
You want the hey Dave? You want the collar, Dave? You want the collar?
Yeah, that's what I need. Oh, fun stuff. Well, Dale, man, we appreciate you for sure coming on, hanging out with us. How about if you ever get a chance, get Brian Blackwell to go do some work with you or something? I don't know. You know
Yeah,
how
I'll
he
try to.
is.
Yeah. Well, definitely appreciate y'all having me on, and appreciate Brian getting me on here.
Good deal, man. I appreciate you, and congratulations again, man.
Yep. Thank y'all, man.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Mr. Dale Timms hanging out with us tonight.
The dark horse.
The Dark Horse.
The dark. What a great nickname, bro.
This thing. There we go. That is a cool nickname. It is a cool nickname. We talked about this the other week, Connor. A little bit. How do you feel about nicknames? And
I just think it's so interesting how just like every dirt racer has one and is like non-existent on that.
right, and that's
I don't
what,
know why
that's
is.
what I was getting at. And I told somebody the other week, they were like, "Well, what is the deal with asphalt?" And I'm like, "I think we got to market these drivers better. I think announcers need to be giving some nicknames out
That's
to give a
right.
personality."
Yeah.
And
Because I mean, any dirt race, you know, the Dome, no exception. You know,
I mean-
when they're reading the names out of the starting list or whatever, they don't, you know, everybody's got
the
their-
killer Kyle Bronson,
Yeah.
and he's out there slamming somebody through a table. I mean, what's any better than this?
Awesome.
And he didn't
I was
even
like,
get
that was
announced,
awesome.
actually. But
That was awesome. God, that was awesome. But Connor, here's what I told Dave about that. We were talking about that. What last week before last?
I think so.
I think Connor, with our side, Connor, with these guys are on the road 2-3 weeks a month at a time. And these guys really are outlaws. They are out there living in their freaking hollow, like Michael Leach last year was in his hollow, living in his hollow from doggone January all the way to doggone October.
They just need to call him
and
homeless.
these guys,
That's what they need to call him. Homeless.
homeless. And I think it has a lot to do with it too. So I don't know.
I guess also there's a lot more dirt guys that, stay in dirt. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these late model stock guys,
Yeah, but I
they're
think
kind of trying to. There's definitely some people that have done a career out of it.
well, yeah, for sure. But I mean, even look at the name has still followed him. Because look at like even Kyle Larson. Just that's one of the new ones.
Yeah.
Young Money.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows Young Money. The name followed him. So,
Yeah.
but look back. Even years ago in NASCAR, you had Mr. September. Who's Mr. September? I know
Harry Gant.
There you go. Or some of them called him Handsome Harry Gann, or there was
Side Harry.
Yep, High Side Harry. There was let's see, Fireball.
The King.
You wanna go way back before that. I mean, Fireball Roberts. Stuff like that. The Silver Fox.
Okay. Like that.
Smoke.
Yeah, Smoke. Tony Stewart. Smoke.
God, that is.
That's what I'm saying. And
Wow.
people and those with the nicknames brought the personality with it.
Oh yeah.
And I ain't saying that's necessarily you, but us in our head, when you hear Smoke, Tony Stewart didn't have to do anything, but when you hear Smoke, and the announcers say there's probably some smoke rolling out from under that helmet right now,
Oh,
you created his personality in your own head.
Oh yeah.
And just like Young Money, all right, well, that dude must be out winning a pile of races. Well, guess what? He is most of the time. And so,
Yeah.
Robert Struber just said the Iceman. I mean, yeah,
You got Rowdy.
Rowdy.
I mean,
Kyle, exactly.
you just don't have the personalities in asphalt right now.
No, well, you don't have a personality.
Who's the
Huh? I'm trying to think.
who's the Iceman?
I'm trying to think. Was that Terry Labonte? Was that Terry? No.
Was that Texas? I thought it was always
Who was
Texas
Iceman,
Terry.
Robert? Texas Terry, but he was also something else. Who was Iceman?
I didn't know Terry was Iceman. I didn't know that.
No, I'm not saying.
I can see that. I can see that, Mr. Cool.
Yeah,
he was
said
always
Terry.
yeah.
It was Terry Labonte. It was Terry.
Okay.
Thought so.
I never heard that. It's first.
I thought so. Even with, and don't get me wrong, it probably wouldn't.
I got one. Mr. Excitement.
Yep, Jimmy Spencer. The man didn't ever really do a whole lot other than have some crazy interviews, punch Kurt Busch, but he was Mr. Excitement. I mean, and another one, and yes, it might have not been great even then, but it put a personality with it. The Rainbow Warrior, Jeff Gordon. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The Intimidator. I mean,
Yeah, the obvious one.
the obvious one. I mean, but now, what do we have on asphalt? Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah. No. No. There's not.
We ain't got nothing. I don't know why. I guess we need Cool Connor Lee.
That's right.
Ooh.
I
Okay.
win some more races before I can get a nickname, I think.
It don't matter. Well, see that don't matter to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. There's not
Yeah,
a lot of the NASCAR personalities right now are pretty vanilla.
they're very vanilla.
The only ones.
Oh,
that are-
very. Oh, we were talking about that the other day. Oh, Connor, it's terrible. What is I was gonna ask you what was Denny Hamlin's nickname? Does he have one?
Not a. He's probably been called a bunch of names, but I don't think. Brian is actually.
It is a
Rowdy.
PG-13.
I don't know. I don't think he ever had really much of a nickname.
I don't think so either. Okay.
Michael-
yeah, I don't know why that
Michael's
is,
boy,
Dave.
I guess. MJ's boy or something. I don't know.
Well, he wasn't really.
God.
He wasn't really disliked up until kind of recently. I
Well,
feel
no,
like.
actually, I think he's more liked now.
Oh, yeah, he is now, but
Yeah. Crybaby. He's my crybaby. No, that's Brandon Johnson. We got that shirt right here.
Oh yeah. Where's the shirt? There it is. There it is. Ah man, Dave, nobody has nickname. Oh my God, that is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we were talking about that with Devin last week because he got the outlaw. That was It was I don't know.
Uh,
I just feel like Dirt does it really good.
I mean, they're all having nicknames.
Yes.
Every last one of them.
And well, James Essex is one of them that he's really good at giving them.
I guess that's what we need. We need somebody who's good.
And I told Alan Dietz that the other week. I'm like, y'all need to give nicknames.
Yeah.
Y'all just need to give them. Don't matter. Just
See which one sticks.
see which one sticks.
yeah, I agree. That's what Eshman did with Moran, the mailman, and it
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah, he was.
It's
He,
not.
he was. He was a great one too,
Yeah, he was. Missing.
for sure. For sure.
Oh gosh, Dave, I was to ask you something and I forgot. I'm sorry. Go
There
ahead.
you go. I don't know. That was a little tangent. I just think we need to. For any announcers out there listening, anybody
Yeah.
half
Need marketing.
works.
Need marketing.
Yep. We need better marketing on the track side to help the drivers out. That's what we need.
Okay, I know something to ask you. The only one, Dave, right now that I can really think of, and it's really not NASCAR per se till now. Butterbean. Who else is there? There's nobody else.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing is, and that was just his nickname growing up. But
Yeah.
I mean that wasn't a race given nickname. I mean that's just kind of his name. If anybody,
That is
that's the funny
is
thing. You could be around him and call him Brendan, and he doesn't answer most of the time. You have to call him Butterbean, or I mean, it's not that he just don't. Nobody ever calls him Brendan. He's probably got called that more now since he's gotten put in the. Oh yes, Struber just said one of the best dirt nicknames ever given, the Southern Gentleman. 100%. Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yes.
That's up there. Up there.
Yes. Freddie
Oh,
Smith.
Mr.
Yes.
Smooth.
Mr. Smooth, yeah. We were talking about last week. We said, how many did Bloomquist have? A pile.
Let me do what Spencer Rattler did against Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, before we get into all the racing, then we'll go ahead and hit some ads for that. But before we get into all the racing, let's go ahead and knock some football stuff out the way. How about this playoff deal first? Does Alabama deserve to still make it in the playoff being a 3-loss team?
If Notre Dame didn't, why should they?
Yeah. The only thing is they played a conference championship game. I mean,
Okay, got blown out.
yeah, but I mean, if they didn't make it, I guarantee you, the SEC championship invite would probably get declined next year. You know.
Let me ask y'all this.
I mean-
Let me ask y'all this. I was thinking about this today at work. Let me ask y'all this. Is Notre Dame being a little spoiled little kid? I want to play my iPad. I'm not going to a bowl game if I don't get my iPad. I mean, is Notre Dame being a spoiled kid, or they just?
No.
How do y'all take this thing?
No. The reason I say that is because I don't. Nowadays, if you're in a bowl game and it's not a playoff game, it means absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
And on top of that, they're probably just getting ahead of it because I bet you every one of their seniors and any of their juniors that are NFL prospects are not even going to, they would not play in it anyway. So why even go out there?
Oh, opt out.
Yeah, I talked with people about that. And, you know, when it was only 4 teams, you know, you still get a good bowl game. That's still, but with 12 teams making it, and especially if you're Notre Dame, if you don't make the top 12 teams, the season's considered a failure.
Yes.
You know.
I mean, with them dropping all them out, okay, this isn't going to happen, but let's just, for instance, with them dropping all them out now, and they come up to South Carolina and be like, hey, y'all want to play in this bowl? We had some people, some teams drop out. Y'all want to play in this bowl? What would that mean to any South Carolina? You know, as far as the school, for one, we went to a bowl game, but you think any of the players are going to play in it? Any of the first string, at least?
I mean, I don't think that was that far away. They were trying to find a bowl game, and teams were turning them down.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody wants to play it if it's not in the playoffs, and you can't blame them anymore because, okay, let's just use Lenore Sellers. I don't know what he's doing next year. I have no clue. Nobody does. Somebody does. He does. We have no clue what he's doing. We speculate. But okay, let's say it's on the let's just for, conversation purposes, say it's on the table for him to go to Miami. They're not playing playoffs. They're going to play the Toilet Bowl. Would it be worth it for Lenore Sellers to go play it?
I mean, you think if say for instance, if he was going to the draft,
Yeah.
the,
Definitely wouldn't.
The difference between a first round pick and a third round pick is a lot of money.
A huge amount of money. Definitely draft. If you're going to draft, I am not playing.
If you go out there and get hurt, you're gonna fall. Nobody's
Not
gonna
worth
draft somebody hurt, in the first round.
Which is exactly what happened with Marcus Lattimore.
I mean, he got
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, even if he's not going to the draft, which I don't think he is, I think he's going to play another year. I think he's going somewhere though. I don't
know.
Maybe not.
We'll
maybe
see.
not.
Yeah, we'll see. Who knows?
Maybe not. But I'm just saying, just for instance, I know, right? But if he was, if you were in his shoes and you were going to Miami just for conversation purposes, would you play? Miami done offered you up about $8 to $10 million.
I'll holler at y'all.
Exactly.
I'm going to Miami.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's just say Sellers was at Miami right now, and they played it in the Toilet Bowl, and y'all saying he shouldn't play. I think he should play just to have another real. When Mel Kiper and them are doing the NFL draft, just look at this game here. He was at Miami against, I don't know, just say Georgia. Look at this beautiful pass he did, to the right side. I think it'd be another highlight reel for him.
That's, I mean, but
if you play bad, it knocks your status down a little bit.
Yeah, but if you do that, and it makes you look great. You can do that all day long. But at one time, that tackle on the end misses his block, and you get your head knocked off.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do we make bowl games relevant again?
Yeah, I don't think you are. Not with playoffs.
I don't know.
Do they just go away?
I don't know.
I don't think you go. I think you could do but I don't think there'd be a bunch of them play. It would be cool to do like a. And it would be tough still if you come up with like a, like South Carolina and North Carolina had the North-South game. I guess they still do.
Yeah, like the Shrine Bowl or whatever.
Shrine Bowl, something like that. Mm-hmm. If you ended up doing if you end up doing like a tournament with like all SEC against all ACC, player or something like that, if they come up with a team, that might would be cool to make some bowl games out of. But
it's just, I mean,
I don't think it's going to be tough. I think any way you go about it, it's going to be tough when you got a playoff system.
I mean, even when South Carolina and Notre Dame played, a couple years ago in a bowl game, it wasn't really the two teams. Both of them were missing all their starters, you know? I mean, or a lot of their starters. So, I don't know.
No, I think if you're not in a bowl, if you're not in playoffs, I don't think you're going to get – I don't think you're going to get all your players. And you could – contractually, maybe eventually, have something in there where they're forcing to play. Yeah, that man first play of the game, all of a sudden my ankle hurt.
I saw somebody saying this is definitely way out there, but like make the bowl games the first game of the next year.
Yeah.
So you still get your your cool matchups and stuff that you usually see. But
that's the thing is you got to.
I like that.
Something.
Yeah, I mean,
the only way you get people to play.
Right. That'd be
the NCAA reminds me of NASCAR. They created this monster, and now it's just gotten to where it's just watered down. I can't. It's hard to explain, but it really is. They created this. It was not broke, and they have completely broke it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it wasn't broke.
12 teams. Come on, Dave. Why don't we need 12 teams, bro?
I like a playoff system. I do like a playoff
Oh,
system.
okay. Give me 6. 6 is fine. I'm good with the 12, Dave. 12.
I'm
Going to
fine
14
with-
next year, probably.
Probably. I'm fine with 12, actually. I mean, look at March Madness for basketball.
Oh my God, they fixing it. You get a bid. You get a bid.
Yeah, but
they
at the
fixing
end of the
they fixing to
day-
expand the field again.
At the end of the day, you should have the best team come out on top.
Okay, with basketball, Dave, let me say this for a second. It creates something where the regular season doesn't mean anything.
Do you want me to tell you why it is like it is? It ain't got nothing to do with you liking it, me liking it, nothing like it. There you go. And let me tell you what's on top of just the NCAA money. Betting.
Oh, betting. Okay, I was going to say TV. Yeah, betting.
TV, yes.
Oh, the Raiders should be investigated from what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
The Raiders need to be on investigation right now, buddy. Was that blatant? Was that blatant?
I mean, it's like, where are you going?
Now, I know you need a field goal and a touchdown, but
Let's go ahead and get the touchdown out of the way.
throw it in the end zone. You might get a touchdown, you know?
No, they gonna get that doggone field goal because they were guessing we're favored by 7. Oh my! And the referee throws a flag for delay and get out, bro. That was blatant. You couldn't even. Oh my God, bro. The Raiders should be investigated right now.
No,
Pete Carroll and that referee needs to go to jail right now. Lock them up.
Dang.
That was crazy.
And they always talked junk about Pete Rose back in the day. Like, this man wasn't even betting on his own games. He's just betting on games in general.
Oh. And he says he wasn't betting on his own team. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, man. Pete, bro.
Whatever.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing
If you
nothing.
betting, you bet.
He wasn't doing nothing nobody else was doing.
No, exactly.
the only one got
True
caught.
that. Hey, I totally agree. Totally agree.
Kurt Lowdy
Man,
said,
I tell you
Kurt
what,
Lowdy
it's
said
getting out of hand, bro.
Kirk Lowdy said it's all about the almighty dollar. You are correct.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think Cade could have a YouTube vlog type deal. Let's call it Rowdy with Loudy.
Wow.
Getting rowdy with
loving
Loudy.
it. Or get loud with Loudy.
Yeah. That could
Yeah.
that'd be a good podcast
Okay.
name.
I like rowdy. I get rowdy with Loudy. I like that. Yes. Yes. Hey, I know a guy.
I know.
Just saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Know a guy.
Anyway, let's go have a word from our sponsors real quick before we get into some more racing action.
Are you ready to unleash the true potential of your ride? Tired of feeling held back? It's time to experience the Pro Fabrication difference. At Pro Fabrication, we don't just build headers and exhaust. We engineer performance. Crafted with precision from high-grade materials, our systems are designed for one thing: maximum power. Feel the instant increase in horsepower and torque. Hear the deep, aggressive rumble that turns heads. Our expertly designed headers optimize exhaust flow, while our performance exhaust systems deliver that signature sound that you crave. But it's not just about power and sound. Pro Fabrication means durability you can trust. Built to withstand the toughest conditions, our headers and exhaust are an investment in long-lasting performance. Whether you're hitting the track, conquering the trails, or just cruising the streets, Pro Fabrication gives you the edge. Experience smoother acceleration, improved field efficiency, and that unmistakable feeling of pure driving exhilaration. Don't settle for less. Upgrade to Pro Fabrication headers and exhaust today. Pro Fabrication headers and exhaust. Quality that wins. Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Tired of leaving performance on the table? Ready to dominate the track? For decades, Earl Ramey Racing Engines has been the secret weapon of champions. We don't just build engines. We craft precision engineered powerhouses designed for one thing: victory. From meticulous machining to expert assembly, every Earl Ramey engine is built with uncompromising quality and a passion for speed. We understand the demands of racing, and we deliver the reliability and raw power you need to cross the finish line first. Whether you're tearing up the asphalt or conquering the dirt, Earl Ramey Racing Engines provides the competitive edge you've been searching for. Don't just race, conquer. Contact Earl Ramey Racing Engines today and let us build your winning machine. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I also want to thank our good friends from Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. If you're in the area, swing by Dixie Made to get all those brands of clothing that you want to get covered in and all your loved ones covered in for Christmas from head to toe. Any kind of accessories, all the greatest brands, the Southern Fried Cotton, Simply Southerners, and much, much more. Y'all go check them out. Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina, right by the flea market. Can't miss it. Right down the road from Buc-ee's. You know, we got one of them in Florence. Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Get you a brisket sandwich while you're at it.
Ooh.
I've never had one from Buc-ee's.
Really?
Have you?
Yeah.
They ain't good?
They're decent.
Decent?
I wouldn't say
It's not just
they're a little
nothing to write
bland,
home
but
about,
yeah, they're okay.
but it's okay.
About a 7. About a 7.
7.
Yeah, give it
Now, what I do like is some of them cinnamon beaver nuggets.
No.
What?
Oh, no.
What? You don't like them
No.
things?
Can't stand the smell of them, bro.
What?
No. No. No.
Have you tried the cinnamon ones?
No. What?
Yeah.
Okay, Dave. Okay. I suppose you like elephant ears too, right?
I love elephant ears.
Oh, God. Okay, no.
Love elephant ears. I ain't had one in a dog's age, as they say. But I love an elephant ear. You don't see
No,
elephant
Dave.
ears much
No.
anymore. You see funnel cakes. You don't see elephant ears as much. Same thing.
I thought it was the same thing.
Well, they're the same batter or same, I guess. They are the same, except an elephant ear was flat, made more like a pancake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funnel cake is more like drizzled in.
Oh.
It's like
See, I don't.
lines and curves.
No. No.
Cooks
No, Dave, no.
a funnel cake though cooks more fully, I guess you say, because it's, and that's how they got the name. It's funnel. You put it through a funnel so it makes lines.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Whereas the
No.
elephant ear, you just pour it on.
We're way off now.
We're way off. We are way
Yeah,
off.
we're pretty. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Anyway, if you want to get some good food, go to Fresh Chef. Go visit our friends Fresh Chef up in the Race City area. They got daily food and drink specials. No elephant ears, I do not believe.
Good.
But go check them out. Some of the best food you'll ever eat. Their shrimp and grits is on time though. They are good.
Oof.
They are good.
Did he try that?
Pork chop. They got a good pork chop up there too. Man, that thing's good. Now I haven't eaten anything from there that's bad. I mean, that's I could care less their sponsor or whatever. I try something different. Like every time I go in there, just to try something different. Everything I've ever eaten is just good. So
Man, God, I need to go. I need to go there. I want to so bad.
You try it
I
sometime.
want to so bad.
You try it sometime. But y'all go check a Fresh Chef out for sure. Also, our good friends over at MPM Marketing, www.marketwithmpm.com. Talked with Tanya over there. I was picking at her the other day. She got in her car, had like 11 miles in it. She's like, why did I do this myself? I said, you know what? I wrote this on Facebook. I said, guys like to throw stuff off bridges and see how big it splashes. Women like to see just how empty is. That is y'all's thrill. That's every woman's thrill in life, I think. To see how far they can go when that gas gauge says empty.
That mile is just
my
an
God.
estimation, not
Yeah,
a,
it's just
not
an
a
estimate.
fact.
Yeah.
Oh
11
my
miles
God.
empty, plenty. I'm only going 5 miles a day. I got enough for tomorrow. I feel like my wife's car is like that half the time when I get in it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Connor hadn't got there yet. He'll see it one day.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
But anyway,
Woo!
go over to MPM Marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in this game of racing and want to advance in it, you got to have someone who knows the ins and outs of the marketing world. And there's none better than MPM Marketing. So y'all go talk with Tanya. Check it out. Get on board. All right, Jason. Well, I want you to go ahead and run us. We had that good old Dome Gateway Dirt Nationals this past week. Hit us with the highlights from it, sir.
Man, it's an event. It's not even a race. It's an event. It's a TV program. It's not even a stream.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
TV program.
All right, real quick, since you said that. It's a TV program. It's and this is just for argument purposes, I guess. Is it a race or is it purely entertainment?
Both.
Both.
Mm-hmm. It's a TV program within a race.
Because I will say, Sean Martin put on Facebook the other night. I think this was Thursday night. I think, and I don't remember the exact number he put on there because he likes to break stuff down to the exact penny, and I don't know I think he was being a little sarcastic with it, but regardless, basically he said these guys have come out here and already tore up $2.5 million worth of race cars for your entertainment.
Well, they know exactly what they signed up to go to the Dome. Dave is expected. They know this.
Oh yeah.
It's like somebody, Slammy texted me Saturday night, man, you ought to see dog on my Twitter page. I said, probably people I've already blocked. Why, what are they saying? They put all these raps on them to go out there and get destroyed. Well, it's because it's to sell T-shirts. You have a month off. Say the World Finals. You have a month off to get your car wrapped, ready to, debut this beautiful wrap you're going to have and get your T-shirts made and sell T-shirts. That's exactly what it's all about. It's marketing.
Well, that's what people don't realize. I will say for those guys, let's see. You sell about 20 to 30 T-shirts. You can pay for that right recorder.
You're right. You're right. I will tell you this. Walking, somebody had me on FaceTime twice Saturday, just walking through the vendor road. Brandon Shepard's line it looked like something at a state fair, waiting for to go to the bathroom. That's how long it was.
Nice.
Yeah, Devin Moran, his line was long. Pierce, his line was long. So these guys, they made enough money. This was just Thursday night. This was just Thursday night, Dave. I can't imagine how the rest of it was for the rest of the weekend, because the crowd gets bigger and bigger and bigger as far as as long as the week goes on.
They opened up all the way to third level this year, and it wasn't quite sold out, but boy, it was real close.
39,000 people showed up. That's what I got the word today.
That's
39,000.
a lot.
Yeah. So it's an event, Dave. It's just a spectacle, man. Oh my God, I gotta get to the dome.
Let's do it.
But you have to own the oil rig. I'm telling you, Dave. You have to own the oil rig. Hot dog chips and a drink, $20.
Yeah, but where is it? Where is that not anymore?
I mean, any race.
Now I'm gonna tell you, you can go right here to Florence Center. Florence Center at the PD Ice Cats hockey game, and guess what? A hot dog chips or a hot dog, fries, and a drink's gonna cost you $20.
$20.
Yeah.
Well, all right, go to Eldora. Okay, Slaney was in a group text the other night. In a group text. No, I'm sorry. This is on Twitter. My bad. The whole world can see this. Well, he was talking about the same thing that you just did. Well, it depends on where you go. Eldora is very cheap. PDC is very cheap. It depends on where you go.
All right. Well, this is the difference, though. And Gateway, yes, is in that level. It is, obviously, if they're getting 39,000 people. But you also have to think they don't own this track, and they have to pay a whole lot of money to use this facility. Also, I'd be very willing to probably say, I don't know, we could probably ask him, but I am very willing to say Cody Summers not the one setting concession prices there. That is probably a vendor through
up to the vendors.
Through the whatever owns that.
Convention center or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So
I agree with that.
He's not. Also, like you said, Eldora. There's a ton of people come in Eldora. Ton of people.
And it's cheap.
It
I mean,
is.
it's cheap. You can get a doggone pizza burger for $5. Come on, Dave.
You can get a good old toilet water or something. $7,
$3, $4. That's it. That's it. I mean, it depends on where you go. Now, let me ask you this, Dave. WRG, the World of Outlaws, owns Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track. Why is it still outrageous to eat and drink there? Why is that?
And who did you say owns Charlotte Motor Speedway?
I thought WRG did.
No. Speedway Motorsports owns Charlotte.
Who?
Speedway Motorsports. SMI owns Charlotte.
I thought they owned the big track. I didn't know they owned the dirt track,
They
too.
own every bit of that.
Dragway.
Drag strip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to a NASCAR race, see what those prices are. All right, Kirk Loudy just put it up here for us.
Been in Darlington. Last time I was in Darlington, a 24-ounce beer was $15. Hello.
Yeah. Water's probably 17. So, all right.
Yeah.
Kirk Loudy just put us up here for us. He said, "Okay, do the math. Just on Saturday ticket money, it's well over $2 million. And don't get me wrong, it pays the winner pretty well. But in my opinion, if it's entertainment, then it needs to pay like entertainment." Okay, I get it.
Okay.
Um,
Let me ask you this, Dave. we first started the dome. It was 20,000 to win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now they talking about upping it to 100,000. Do we really need this race to be $100,000 to win, Dave?
If it's drawing in that many people, yes, we need it to be $100,000 to win. Yes,
We don't need it to be 100,000, Dave.
but it needs to also pay back very well throughout the entire field.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's getting tore up a little bit.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I'd love to know that. Maybe ask Mr. Loudy this. I'd love to know it pays $75,000 to win Saturday. How much was start
70.
money? I'd love to know that.
70 was.
I'm sorry?
It paid 70 to win.
Oh, was 70?
70. Yeah. Yeah. I'd love to know what start money is too. I personally think, being that it's an invite race, I think it needs to pay everybody that's there, everybody that raced the heat race. I think it needs to pay. I don't think it needs to pay just start money for the feature. I ain't saying it needs to pay them a ton, but I think it needs to pay all the way back, being that's an invite race. Now, if you left it open and it was open just to the first however many that, signed up, okay, I get that. But being an invite race, I think you need to pay everybody. Kirk says, this is for that question, but he said it needs to pay 75, second 50, third 35, fourth 25, etc.
Wow.
I agree.
Fifth 15. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, $15,000 would make me push hard from second to third. I mean, for third to try to get second.
Yeah.
He says, yes, agree. Should pay $3,000 to last place and increase minimum $500 per spot. I agree with that. If you're taking
100%.
now, we don't. Again, what we don't know in this situation is how much it costs to lease that property.
Yeah.
Because they're not allowed. They can't do anything in that building for what is it? Almost 2 weeks. They can't have anything else there because they're putting down all. And so I imagine.
How long does it take to clean that place? Me and my dad.
Well,
were
they
talking
had
about
it
that.
all. They had it all out today. They still had to
I mean,
They still had to clean the floor exactly, but as far as like the bulk of the dirt, everything.
Yeah, I'm talking
was
about
out.
like, I mean, but every seat and every nook and
yes.
cranny has got dirt in it.
Oh yes. You just
I mean,
need a water hose and just start hosing down everything.
You'd have to go through the whole place.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. It's crazy.
He said it cost a
Didn't-
person. He said it cost a person. I know right at $10,000 to go last weekend on a budget. I could see that. I could see that. Y'all don't want to know what I've heard some of the prices are on a Cars Tour race weekend that's not paying but about $12,000 to win.
That's the thing. Asphalt costs.
Because you do. Is that what? But the Cars Tour, is your cost so high because you're doing all this practicing and you're wearing out tires?
Part of it.
I mean, it's part of it, but I mean,
It's a
they
big
race
part of it.
They race Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
The dome,
Yeah, but still.
Well, they split fields though. Connor,
Yeah,
split
they do.
fields
Yeah,
stuff too.
They do.
Yeah,
But they
I agree that.
probably going through what? 3 right rears? Maybe
Oh.
1 right front?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, they put 4 on them every time they come in the pits. It seems like on a practice day at a Cars Tour, and that is a big part of it. I hear numbers, and now they are all over the place. Just depending on how big a team you are, but I hear numbers on up to around. It costs a driver $40,000 a weekend to be in a rented ride in Cars Tour.
Oh. That's play money. That is crazy. That is crazy.
For a race that's paying $12,000 to $15,000 to win.
I mean,
That is absolutely insane, Dave. That is insane.
Kirk said
That
new tires every time on the rear at minimum. Andy just said, Andy just said, Andrew Garris just told us, he said, how about 60 to 70,000 to rent a snowball derby ride this year? Now, that's paying, what that race pay?
I don't know.
Is that-
but it's not.
I have no idea.
Is
It's
it
not. Is it 100?
Was it 100?
I didn't think it was
How
that
much
much.
was it?
It might be. It might be. The snowball derby might be. But
How
you're right.
much?
I mean, your average car store race pays 12, 10, something like that.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Martinsville plays what, like
Oh, it's
30, 40? 40, yeah.
30, 40.
Well, that's more prestige, though. If you win Martinsville, that's more prestige. You get paid $5,000 to win Martinsville. They show up.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Be like the world. It'd be like Gateway. I mean, you could pay $20,000 like we did in 2016, and you still had over 200
I'm
something cars
sorry.
show up.
Snowball derby was 50,000
Yeah,
to win.
that's what it just said on here. I was about to say, I didn't think
my
it
bad.
was 100.
50.
50, yeah. Yeah, 50,000. And the
But
ride
that's
cost-
just prestige.
and the
It's
ride
more
cost you
prestige than
60
anything.
to 70.
That's one person get 50,000, not everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
That is crazy. So it costs you more money to rent the car than it is to win. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, that's when you got to have a big sponsor backing you. or a whole lot of daddy's money.
Yeah, that's what that is, Dave. That's what that is.
All right.
Wow.
Well, anyway, beyond prices, knock down the dome for us.
Anthony Burrows back with RTJ goes out Friday night and wins the thing, man. Nobody's talked about this. And he finished third Saturday. Nobody has talked about this.
They were talking about it on
tweeted
Flow a
picture.
little bit.
What's that?
They were talking about it on Flow a little bit.
But my Twitter was not even. Nobody's even really.
It was
I
expected.
put a picture of Anthony
It
Burrows.
was just expected.
Huh?
It was expected.
No, not come out the box like that. No, I didn't even expect that.
Yeah.
No. Come on, Dave. You had that on your bingo card.
Yes. I honestly did.
You had that on your bingo card.
I
that RTJ
promise
is going to come out.
Yes.
Okay.
RTJ,
Well, I did.
let me tell you, and let me tell you why. And this goes for a lot of dirt guys, and it's not just him. Bobby Pierce is another one too. Bobby Pierce, RTJ, both of them. Let's see, probably Jonathan Davenport. There's quite a few more guys I can name in the field. They don't know just how to drive. They know how to set those cars up too. And when Burrows come over there with RTJ, he's like, hey, this is what we've been doing. It's work. You know, if you can make it a little better, it'd be great. But they're going to start with that baseline. And he's going to be decent. And Burrows is going to make some adjustments from there. But yeah, I expected that.
I figured top 5. I had these to come out the box and win the thing. I did not see that. I'm sorry. Not going in. No. No.
Jeez.
Not against like that stacked of a field.
I don't know. Snowball.
They put it on. I mean, 2.5 second lead at the end, Dave.
Real quick, our buddy Andy Garris just said it for Snowball. He said a guy told him it cost them $38,000 in cost to run that race. That's a lot of cost. That's a lot of cost.
Oh my God, that is insane. To win 50, that is insane.
We try to run a season over here off about $5,000. Try.
And these guys spending $40,000 a race. Oh my God. That is insane. That is insane.
Ain't it though? Anyway, go ahead.
Second off, Kyle Bronson and Brendan Smith.
That was great. All right, I do want to talk about that a little bit. You know, I saw back and forth some people were like, well, Bronson just got back what he gave him. Some people were like, you know, Bronson didn't give him that much. You know, the dude just come in there and kind of wiped him out. I don't know. What did you see?
Bronson went in there, pushed him up. If Bronson wanted to put him in the wall, he could have put him in the wall. You know, he's this ain't the first time driving a race car. He knows what a car can do. But if Bronson really wanted to do the same thing to Brendan, what Brendan did to him, he could have done that very easily. So it was just a give and take, and no giving, a lot of taking.
I mean, to me, he just kind of got unlucky getting hung up on the wall like that.
Yeah,
You know,
he did.
to me, they didn't look all that
If it
different.
would've-
He
if
just
it-
kind of got unlucky because his nose got caught.
If it
up on
would
the
have
wall.
been somewhere else on the track and that car would just slid against the wall a little bit,
Yeah, I think it just been. It
would've been a racing
pass at
deal.
the dome, you know. Just bad luck, really.
Brendan trying to take him out on the back stretch too, man.
yeah,
I mean,
now that
I didn't
he
see that.
did try to right rear him now, but I'm gonna tell you they must have beefed up the poles, the fence poles at that place. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you that thing stopped Bronson's car. They used to bend a little bit. Nah, that thing just stopped now.
or go through. Remember, it used to go
Yeah.
through. Yeah, you're right. That thing. Yeah, they. I don't know what coating did. Hats off to coating, everybody, man. The track, the fencing. Remember how many stoppage we used to have for fence repair?
Yeah.
I think we only stopped the race all weekend. I think 3 times. So
Now, in saying
they
that,
learned. They learned.
in saying that,
Yeah,
I
it's-
do feel like we need to do something to make the actual wall just a little bit taller, so the spoiler is not over the wall. because I've heard of knocking the deck out of it, but normally that just means there's some decking bent up. But Albertson and Jimmy Owens literally knocked the deck off of it. Off.
Mike Marlar.
Marlar, yeah. Knocked the deck off of it.
I agree. Okay, if we gonna do that,
yeah,
Dave,
Marlar.
let's get rid of these banners. We don't need these banners on the
That's
track,
what I
do
was
we?
wondering.
Get them on the outside.
As much as they're going to tear the fence down.
Now, somebody made a good point about that, though. They said no, the sponsors love that because while they're working on it, the camera's steadily showing their banner.
Guess what? Ching, I get it. I do. I get it. But God, do we have to actually put it inside the fence? Can we? You do have zip ties. You can't put them on the outside.
That's what I say too. And they do
They
have
do
banners on
realize
the
that,
outside.
right?
They have them on the outside, and I'm just like, just keep them there. Just real quick though, Kurt Lowdy kind of said the same thing I said, but a little bit more. He says Burrows just makes RTJ's job easier. He doesn't really need a crew chief. He needs an organizer, and Anthony does all that well.
So what's the difference between Burrows and Overton? What 6'7"? What's the what did Burrows do or not do, or Overton do or not do to make? I can't. I'm trying to figure this out.
Well, that's just, that's going to be anybody. Who knows? That's probably just more of a personality thing than anything. Yeah, we all know RTJ is a pretty laid-back guy. Overton can be. Overton, for the most part, he is, but he's a little rowdy too sometimes. And sometimes just personalities don't mix. I think that was more of a personality thing than an actual work thing.
I was thinking that too, Dave. But can't you put your personalities aside to make the car better?
No, not when you were on the road together that many days. No. If it was a NASCAR deal, 100%, because they're like I was listening to something not long ago. Denny Hamlin, he had not even talked to his crew chief since their last race. Had not talked to him. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. They fly in. These guys, dirt guys, they're literally in the truck, in the hauler together most of the year. So,
well, I remember watching what was the name of that doggone show? It used to come on Spike TV, man. Had it for 2 seasons. I loved it. Doug Richard was crew chief of Biffle, and I'll never forget, Biffle was at the drive-thru getting his medication at Walgreens, and Richard called him, and they were on the phone and everything. I guess that's how much of a relationship they had.
Yeah.
So Hammond has not talked to his crew chief since Phoenix.
that's what he said the other day.
Wow. Okay.
On the last podcast, he may have talked to him since then, but on his last podcast that they had, he said he had not talked, and that was 2 weeks after Phoenix. He had not talked to your crew chief.
That's crazy. Okay.
So
I found that interesting.
I think, and Connor's guy, I think that was kind of some with him, Kyle Busch. I don't think he was always on a great basis with all his crew chief.
I know.
I think it was kind of, he listened to him in the headset on the radio, and that was pretty much it.
Which one, Elledge? Which one?
I don't remember. What was his name when he was at Gibbs? There was one of them. They didn't.
He had he had Adam Stevens for a while.
It might have been Adam that he wouldn't. I don't think they got along too well. Just some of the stuff I heard.
I think near the end they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all go into it, talking and being all friendly, but after they're around each other for a while, then things change a little.
Be like a married couple. Everybody will have their spats. I get it. I do.
Exactly.
I get it. But you gotta brush some of that to the side, because you are there to do a job. You are there to make that car better.
And I agree with that. And like I said, I think that is very possible on the NASCAR side for the most part, or even the asphalt side more. But as many races as the dirt guys run, and you know this as well as I do, and everybody knows this out there that's in that game, there's a bunch of dirt guys, especially crew guys. They jump from crew to crew to crew to crew to crew to crew. That's just how it is. I've known guys that were on 3 or 4 different crews in a year.
I know somebody been on 2 teams in 25.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just personalities. When you were stuck with them in a hauler, and in a trailer and at the track, you're not going anywhere most of the time. Y'all doing laundry together. You doing everything together. When you're just stuck in it, and it wasn't necessarily you got engaged to this person and got married. You just kind of were stuck there with them.
Yeah.
It don't always work out like that.
Wow. I just find that, I don't know. So you had it in your bingo card that RTJ was going to come out the box fast like that. Okay.
Like I said, I don't think crew chief is that big a deal for RTJ.
And wins both nights at a modified too. How about that?
Not surprised. Not surprised. It would not have surprised me had he not swept the entire weekend. If he'd have swept the entire weekend in every race he was in, it would not have surprised me.
Oh, come on, Dave. Dave, that's a big
100%.
soapbox you got right there, buddy.
100%.
Really?
Dead serious.
Real?
Dead serious.
150 something cars. Really?
Would not have surprised me.
Okay. I mean, he's got talent. I know RTJ, great guy, got talent with Burrows, but I did not.
Wow. Let's say Overton, and RTJ is at that point right now. Now we're fortunate that it's RTJ and Bobby Pierce that have kind of peaked at the same time, and so it makes for a great competition. But let's say, what year was it? 21 when Overton won everything?
Yep. Eldora swept Eldora.
That's what I'm saying. Swept Eldora, was winning races everywhere. That year, if he went to a track and won, it just didn't surprise me. What was it, 22, when Davenport got on his roll, won however many millions of dollars. He could have
swept Eldora 2 years.
Yeah. He could have went to any track at that time, and it would never have surprised me. And I just think those top talents on the dirt side know enough themselves as drivers that, yes, a good crew chief 100% compliments them, but is not always 100% necessary, I guess we'll say. They need it. They need a crew chief. I'm not down in the crew chief. I'm not doing that. Not saying they don't.
Oh, I know.
need it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying a good crew chief compliments them more, but these guys are so good that they could bust their tail and do it themselves a lot of times.
Okay. I still didn't have RTJ on my belt on my bingo card, but okay. Dave, I got a question for you, Dave.
Yes,
and
sir.
for the room, for everybody watching. Okay, I got them in categories. Who had the best NASCAR throwback rap?
Oh God, who had the Schrader throwback? Was it Fager? Yeah, Fager. And the reason he had the best NASCAR throwback rap to me was because the whole crew got involved. The rap was good. Rap was great. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was still probably one of the best NASCAR throwback raps. But when you get the crew involved too, it just sent it to the next level.
Was awesome. That was freaking awesome. When Coach had me on doggone FaceTime, Redbeard, Dave, they looked so great close up on the phone than they did on television. It was absolutely fantastic.
Our buddy Bumperjack put on Facebook. He was like, he kind of said, he was like, everybody's saying they like Alberson's, rap and stuff like that. They're like, and he's like, no, you don't like the rap. You like the body on it and stuff like that. And I wrote on there, I said, no. I said, actually, the rap is great in my opinion. And the reason the rap was great was because it was period correct to the car, to the body. And that was, as far as dirt cars, that was probably one of my favorite errors of a car. And so to me, that rap was great. It was simple.
Yeah.
It looked like It looked like 1994.
All over again. Time capsule.
And it was, I don't know. I really liked it personally.
And goes out there and destroys it first lap of hot laps. Oh my God. I was
knock
sick to my
the
stomach.
dick off.
I was sick to
Imagine
my
he
stomach.
just wanted to keep his car, and he just rode the bottom the whole race.
Dude,
It's the only car on the bottom.
knock the dick off.
Oh my God. And like I tweeted out too, going back to Marler and everything, these crew guys, Mr. Loudy too, you guys, y'all don't get enough credit. Y'all really don't. Y'all put both of those cars back together, man. These crew guys absolutely are fantastic at what they do. It's a work of art, is what they do.
100%.
I just want to give a shout out to every crew out there.
Everybody was like with Marler, they're like, they're gonna need to put a rear clip on that car. I'm like, nah, you will a few tabs, put that tank back in there and put a bumper bar over it, you're good to go.
And guess what?
That's what
They did. I thought he was done. I thought he was done for the whole weekend. I really did.
It took.
I really did.
In all actuality, it probably took more work getting the deck back on it than it did getting
Probably
the
building
tank
the
and
car.
everything back in it.
Yeah. I thought he was done. I said, well, there goes Marler. And I'll be darned, he got that doggone thing back together, man. That was absolutely fantastic. Way to go, crew.
I had to weld a front bumper back on at Florence Motor Speedway for somebody that decided to nose their truck into the wall in qualifying this year.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Who was the driver, Dave? Wasn't Mr. Dave, was it?
No, it was not Dave. No,
Okay.
it was not David. No, it was.
Okay, was somebody else. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. How long did it take you to do that,
Good
Dave?
old Brian Hicks. Well, we had about I don't know, there's probably about 10 people down there working on it. I had somebody doing it. They pulled the bumper off. We bent it as much as we could, pulled it off. I welded it. And I told it. Now, let me tell you about this welding job. I don't claim to be the best welder in the world. I do not claim to be. I can weld. I do not claim to be the best welder in the world. We ain't cleaned nothing up. This one's going to still have paint and everything else on it. So I'm having to burn through the paint before I could really even start welding. I told him after I got it on, I said, look, it's holding on.
Don't touch
I
nobody.
wouldn't hit nobody.
Wow.
I wouldn't hit anybody. Do you know he ran the rest of the year almost like that until the last couple races before he finally put another bumper on it?
Oh. Way to go, Dave. Who was that again? Brian Hicks?
Yeah. Doc.
Wow. So your welding job got him through halfway through about 3/4 of the way through the season.
Pretty much. I still
Wow.
told him, I was like, I wouldn't hit nobody with that thing.
You lose the bumper.
Yeah, I think the next day I'll probably redoing it. You know what I mean? No offense to you, Dave.
No, it wasn't
Oh,
offending me at all.
man.
I told him, I said, it'll get you through the night, but that's about it.
Wow, that is crazy, Dave. God, where's your tech guy?
Well,
my
actually,
God.
what happened was, if we picked about it, I think he ended up winning that night. I want to say he ended up winning that night. And I said, you better put a bumper on. He said, I ain't touching nothing. I said, okay.
He won?
Yeah, he like set second the first lap of qualifying and then come around and nosed it in the wall. So we had to do all that. So he ended up, I think, winning that night. And yeah. Yeah. So anyway.
What?
Let's go on with Dome stuff. So who did you think, since you said that, who did you think had the best overall rap?
Why you do this to me, Dave? Best
Because there
overall.
were so many good ones. There was a pile of good ones. And I ain't saying that you saying any of them's bad by no means. I'm just saying who was your favorite?
I gotta. I love Carson Ferguson with a stroker race.
Yeah.
That's my second favorite all-time race movie. Six Pack, number one, by the way.
Yes.
Stroker race. You can't find it anywhere, but they're underrated. That is a great movie.
It was.
Best overall rap. Hoffman was nice. Chris Simpson, the Bush Latte. Skylar Mahler with the Marlboro Red. That was freaking awesome from an
Oh, he did
IndyCar.
have
That was
didn't
great.
he? I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was. I guess like Tanner English, the Griswolds
That was
had the
awesome.
Christmas
That
tree
was
on during
awesome.
hot laps.
Yes, that was probably yes, that was probably my. I'd have left Christmas tree on. I would not have taken it off unless they'd have had to make me take that off. That was awesome. Just having a Christmas tree on, top
on the
of the
race
car.
car.
It was great. Did you watch much?
I didn't see that. I did watch a good bit of the Dome, but I didn't see
Do
that.
you have a favorite rap on there? That you saw?
Well, what do you think about Pierce's rap? I really wasn't a big fan
See,
of
we
it.
talked about
I
it
saw
last week.
I saw it go either way.
I guess
I can't
if you
think of-
knew what the Fallout stuff is, which is what it is now, I finally figured out Fallout.
Yeah, somebody had to tell me that. Yeah,
If you knew what it was, maybe it was good. I wasn't a huge
I
fan.
didn't either. I
I
wasn't.
thought it was just too much.
too much.
I mean, it was done well, I guess, but it was just too much to
Yeah.
me.
Well, I
Too
wanted
much.
to see what y'all thought about it.
Those are,
I've never.
hey,
Is that a
Connor?
game?
That was
Is Fallout a game?
there was a
It's
lot
a
going
game
on.
and a TV series, I think.
Oh, there's a TV
yeah,
series.
it's both.
Okay,
Oh, I didn't know it was a TV series. Nobody told me that.
like cartoon.
No, it's live action.
Oh, it's live.
Yeah.
action? Oh.
I'm pretty sure-
Everything
I'm
I
pretty
ever
sure
see.
now.
Everything I ever see is that little cartoon looking guy.
That's like the kind of doomsday thing that kind of
Yeah,
tells
I
you
got
what you're
you.
doing or whatever. Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Well,
Okay, yeah.
Maybe I'll have to check it out. Then maybe
I've never
I'll
seen
think
it.
different
I've-
of the car, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
Now-
we gotta do that.
Now,
Dave.
what I
Maybe we
will
gotta
say
do that.
is what they did in intros, the way they came out, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to go with it, and they really played the part.
Who won intros?
Kyle Bronson won intros, and he wasn't even in the race.
Hey, I laughed so hard on that. Oh my god, I laughed so hard. That was freaking awesome. I was not expecting that. I was like, why is there a table right there? And that was awesome. Stone Cold, baby.
Let's see. Kurt
Awesome.
said, I'm not sure how many caught it, but on Cade's, they had Bloomquist and Barry Wright on the nose. Oh, man, I wish I did not catch that. That's awesome. See, that's the
I
thing.
did not see that.
Me neither. And I'm going to tell you something else. And I put it on Facebook today, and nobody even responded to it on there. You know something I think was lost on the weekend through the media coverage?
Talk to me.
The tires. How much did you hear
What do you-
about American Racers and Hoosiers?
I forgot nothing.
what I'm saying.
I forgot all about that.
That's what I'm saying. Is I heard nothing about it. Why was there not a count kit? Why was there not a comparison in lap times? Why was there not, anything on tires? Well, I mean, now don't get me wrong. I imagine the majority of the people out there were probably on Hoosiers because that's what the majority of them ran all year. But I would assume there was somebody out there on American Racers.
Said RTJ won one night on it, whatever his heat race was or whatever.
He won something on American Racers?
I thought they said one time that he qualified on Hoosiers and raced on American Racers.
Huh.
I do not recall that either.
Huh. I have to look that up. See, that's what I'm saying. I just don't. I feel like they could have covered that a little better.
Wow, Dave, you have opened up. I forgot all about that. That's how much was said. I forgot all about that.
That's what I'm saying. So, I don't know. Kurt sent me a photo.
Who can I ask about that? I don't even know who I could ask about that.
Oh, dude, that was awesome. Simpsons. Hold on. Let me walk up to the camera. I want to show this.
Okay.
See if it'll focus. It may not focus. Make sure it focuses
Didn't even see that on TV. Did not see that on TV.
I ain't either.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Is that?
Barry with the suspenders. That is freaking awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah, they need to show that
Nobody
more.
didn't even see that. I'll be darned. Well, you got 150 cars there. It's really hard to get all these guys TV
It
time.
is.
You know what I mean?
It's tough. Well, it is, but man, they got such long
Track prep.
track prep. They should have. That's what they should do is have a camera walking through the pit showing all this.
Have a drone. I thought about that too, Dave. At least have the drone go through there
Yes.
during a break, doing a fish repair or something. You can have the drone go through there. How cool would that be?
It'd be awesome. I mean, these guys need it, especially. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like they.
Oh,
I feel like, and that's nothing.
Dang,
That's just. I feel like sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I like all the guys at Flow Racing. Don't get me wrong. I like all those guys. I really do. But I feel like Flow Racing just puts too much sometimes on them just talking nonstop. And when we could be having a camera, like I said, down in the pits walking by, and okay, let's talk about wraps. We can talk still, but let's focus more on, what's been going on, down there, especially on the first day. Yes, sir.
Dave. Do you remember last year? Remember last year, Ben and Ruben were exchanging blows?
Yes, I do.
Remember that? So Wednesday, June the 10th, Dave, at Muskegon, people out there who don't know, Ohio, Ward of Outlaws versus Lucas Oil, 20,000 to win. Invite only, 2,000 to start.
Can we get Ben and Ruben in the booth together?
Dave, that was my question. What I would do, here's what I would do. If I'm Dirt Vision and I'm Flow, I will stream it. My own personal platform, I would stream it anyway. Tune in who you want to tune into.
No, see, I would do it as a whatever. You can have the same thing. Have half the guys from Dirt Vision, have half the guys from Flow come in and then just stream it on both, obviously. But then, have the same stream going to both. Make them guys work together. Be great.
Well, what's going to happen when Ben and them want to talk about hair? What was it? Hair? What did Ruben say? We don't talk about
Hair products.
Ruben don't talk about hair gel in football.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was great. That was great last year.
Yeah.
What did Ben say? We don't have the fireworks and music. What we have here is just strictly pure racing. And then Ruben the next night said, well, we don't talk about hair gel in football.
Jeez.
Oh
Something
my
else.
God.
Something else.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, I found that interesting, Dave. June the 10th on a Wednesday at Muskegon, Ward of Outlaws versus Lucas. Who you got?
Are you saying? Because I imagine they could probably put up some kind of point deal, where it's Lucas Oil guys against the World Outlaw guys.
No, this is whoever wins. This is bragging rights. Whoever wins.
You're just saying person wise, who wins something like that. If he shows up,
Who you got? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
Bobby Pierce. Now, if you took average finishers, I think Lucas Oil guys finish more in the top 10 than World Outlaw guys. But I think Bobby Pierce is just hidden. I think that's why he keeps running World Outlaws, because he knows he's going to win. Booyah.
Do you think that, Dave, or a lot of guys just don't like the format with the playoff?
No, I don't think that bothers him that much. I don't think the format.
Really?
No, I don't think that bothers him that much, because, I mean, that's your last 3 or 4 races. What is it now? 3, 4. That's your last 4 races. They could care less about that going into the first 50. You got to make it there before you worry about playoffs.
Okay. Playoffs. You talking about playoffs?
Yeah, exactly.
Dave, this is kind of weird. The class schedule came out without the class schedule coming out. Have you seen this?
No, I did not.
Clicked on Dirt on Dirt. Class schedule came out, and when I clicked on it, Dave, guess what? The 25 schedule was still up. So I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird. 13 was it 13 races, 7 different tracks or something like that? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know that. I clicked on it, the schedule in blue. I clicked on it. I was like, hey, wait a minute. that's this year's schedule. This had the winners on it. I was like, okay, this kind of weird. But yeah, class schedule come out without the class schedule coming out.
Who knows?
Yeah, don't know. Oh, what else we got going on here, Dave? I think that's it. Friday's night. Okay, here we go. Got it right here. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is Gateway a crown jewel?
Oh, yeah. I've said it is. I've said before, I think it is. What you think, Connor?
I agree. I mean, it's something different, you know. It's in its own special way, you know.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What would you guys put it on your top 5?
It's running a close race between second and third. To me.
Oh, you got World.
Got World.
We know that.
Yep.
All right, who's second?
Like I said, I'm kind of
Hey,
flipped. And see, you're not going to like what I say. I think it flops back and forth. I mean, I think you could interchange second and third, Dream and Dome, myself, as far as dirt stuff.
Okay.
Kirk Lowdy says Gateway is absolutely the pinnacle right now.
The pinnacle?
That's what he said. That's what he just said.
It's his own monster. It really is. The Dome is his own monster, man. This thing is. I didn't really think it was be as big as it is now. I really did not think it'd be as big as it is now. Now, when they first announced the Dome, I was like, man, okay, they ran it in the Silver Dome in Detroit back in '82. Okay, they had 100-something cars there. Okay, Jack Boggs won, by the way.
That's right.
Is this thing gonna take off? And I'll be darned, it's got bigger and better every year. Now they talking about $100,000 to win next year.
Kurt
Don't
said-
need to. Me, Dave. The only thing I would change about the Dome, Dave, is making at least 50 laps. Why are we having 40?
No, because that track can't handle much more.
You don't think so?
No, did you see?
pretty
Did you
choppy
see?
by the end
Did you
of it.
see the drone shot or it was like drone shots above the track by the time the modified race started.
No.
Rough.
4 tires off the ground.
Yes, rough.
Really?
Rough. Yeah.
So you can't do 50. You got
I
to
mean,
keep
you
it
might
at
could
40.
do 50. You could do 50, but I mean, it's gonna be.
Didn't it get knocked down? It wasn't a 50 or something. It was something. I thought it got knocked down lap wise, or maybe that was the Chili Bowl or something.
I can't
I
remember.
thought one of those dome races got knocked down some laps because it was getting too rough by the end of the race. I don't know.
I can't remember that.
Somebody asked me the other day. They were like, they couldn't do 100 laps there. What? I mean, they'd be fine on fuel. I said, oh yeah, fuel's not the problem. I said the track's the problem. I said it would be.
100 laps at the Dome? There's no way. Yeah, there's no way you can do 100.
Yeah.
There ain't no way.
That's what somebody asked me, but I don't think you're gonna do much more than 40. I mean, you could do 50, but I mean, I don't think you're gonna.
They're not really gonna add anything to it.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna add it. I don't think 10 more laps gonna really
You're
add
kind of in
anything.
survival mode at that point, you know.
Exactly.
Do we need modifiers at the Dome? Do we need modifiers?
Yeah. Modifieds put on a good
do
show.
need modifieds?
I think we need another class though.
Another class? Dave, we'll be there all night. Well, you wouldn't get home.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You need you need to rotate this class every year, and you only invite, say, 40 of them. and they're gonna race on Saturday night, but they only gonna you only got 20 on Thursday night, 20 on Friday night, and then you race 20 on Saturday night in the main, and you only run like 20 laps. But I think that class needs to rotate. I don't care if you bring in 4-cylinders, like little mini stock cars. I don't care if you bring in Crown Vics. I mean, like I said, you got very limited room for them, but I think it would be something awesome to, and what you would do is help these guys out really well, because hey, they can go to a sponsor. Crown Vic guys ain't getting a whole lot of sponsors. I mean, they're not. So you could say, hey, we're racing this race. Can you help me out with $5,000? You'd get them boys more money than they've ever got to race. IMCA stock cars, big block mods. Yep, Kirk Lowry just said. Yep, I agree. But I think
big block mods.
Do what?
Big block mods.
Yeah, you could do them. It'd be good. Even sportsman mods.
Well, that car is so heavy, though, right?
No. Car's not that heavy.
Big block mods ain't heavy.
Nah, they ain't as much as you think. They ain't. All they are, they're modified just from a sprint car. They're overgrown sprint car, essentially.
What?
Yeah. Go look at them. Center steer. You got to see. I mean, the way they're set up is almost just like a sprint car, except they got a transmission with an actual reverse in it and a clutch on it.
Okay. I knew the center steer, but I didn't think it. I thought it was its own little monster. I didn't really think it was like a sprint car.
They are, but there is some very. If you start looking at them, and I didn't know that. I didn't think that either until I really started looking at Derek McGrew's. In my opinion, I mean, some people may completely disagree with, and I'm not saying they're identical to a sprint car. No way. I'm not saying.
No. Yeah.
But you start looking at it, I was like, I could see where the similarities to a sprint car are in this thing. The way the front axle set up.
I thought.
All that.
I thought they were just like a UMP modified on steroids. That's what I thought it was. I had no idea.
No. There's nothing like a UMP. No, nothing like UMP.
Learned something tonight, Dave. Jim sure did. I learned something tonight. I had no idea. I thought they were an overgrown UMP modified.
No.
Wow. Okay.
No. So, but anyway, that's what I think. What you think?
Yeah. Bring legend cars in there.
I think, dude, that is a class I really think they could do. You'd have to definitely run them.
Yes.
You definitely have to run them first though, because
they'd start flipping if you.
Yeah, you start getting them on that choppy track. It'd be rough.
Yeah.
My
God. After that. I didn't even think about that.
And you would have. I can picture this, y'all. Some legend car races throughout the country for an invite to go to the Dome.
Yeah, that's right. Kurt Lowry just said, you never went and looked at a big block modified at the World Finals?
No. I never. No.
You need to go look at one. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool looking.
I as many times I've been to the finals, Kurt, I never even looked at a sprint car. Jeez. So I'm always with the late models, man. That other two, they're support classes to me, man.
Jeez.
Yes, they're support classes. Yes. Come on, man. They're late models and beer, man. And I'm out of beer, so hey, it's all late models. That's it. Come on, man.
Okay. Oh. Anyway.
That's blasphemy.
Anyway.
Dave, that's all I got.
Well, cool, man. Cool. All right. Well, we already running long, so let's but this is the last episode of the year. So we're gonna knock it out after this one, take a few weeks off for Christmas and come back after the New Year's bash, talk about a race, and then we'll probably take a few more weeks off before we really get started at the Icebreaker.
Yep.
But wait, what's the date? What's the date on that Icebreaker?
February, first weekend in February.
We're not gonna be in for the. We're not gonna talk about the Wild West shootout.
Oh, we might can. We might can.
Okay.
We might can.
It's gonna be stacked. Be
Yeah.
the best field ever. New track.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where are they going? Where are they going?
Central Arizona Speedway.
Central Arizona. Fun.
Right outside Phoenix.
Fun. Cool. All right. Let's talk about a little bit of asphalt stuff going on. Right. Well, it happened today. The actual Snowball Derby happened today, Monday. Finally, they need to rename it from the Snowball to the Rain Ball. Apparently.
Can you have worse luck with weather?
Dude, I'm
Ever?
like, how long can it rain in Pensacola, Florida? It was just,
Especially this time of year.
it never stopped. I mean, it was, man, crazy. They did get qualifying in. They ended up getting qualified in what,
Saturday, yeah.
And then raced the Snowflake, which is the pro late models. I think they took the green flag. What time we said they took the green flag?
1:45 in the morning, something like that.
1:45-ish. Yeah, for sure. It's crazy. Crazy. We about to get to that, Kurt. Keelan Harvick. That kid's going to learn how to race one day. God,
You think so?
maybe.
You think so?
At 13 years old, wins the Snowflake. Youngest driver.
Is
to
it the
ever-
youngest driver ever?
Youngest
Yeah.
driver to ever win the Snowflake. It got finished, I think, at like 3:30 by the time they really got out of victory lane. I think Robert Arch put on there that they were rolling through tech at 4 o'clock.
Wow.
Now, in saying that, from what I hear, I don't know. Might tell me a little different. It wasn't really a hostage situation. It was kind of like teams were like, "Hey, we're here. We got a window. If we can race it, let's race it. Don't care. Just get it in." I will say real quick, Snowball ended up running today, Monday. Support classes still have not ran. They're running Tuesday. Tuesday evening, I guess. That's crazy to me. I mean, that's awesome. I'm glad they're leaving the option open.
Hopefully, they
for-
all still can make it. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because a lot of those guys probably back at work. I know, what's his name, Pantier or whatever his name is, one qualified pole. I get all them guys' names messed up. But anyway, like 4 guys off his crew had.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about pole sitter.
And Peyton, I can't remember his last name. I never get it right anyway. Qualified pole, and 4 of his guys had to leave. They could not stay for today. They were like scrounging just to get guys change tires on the car and put fuel in it. So
How long the support classes guys been there, Dave?
I think they were originally supposed to race Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
I think they got there Thursday. A lot of them got their park Thursday. Yeah. Now, I would assume probably a good bit of them left because the modified Mania or whatever I think they call it, they had already originally moved it to Monday. Well, now it got
Bump Tuesday.
bumped to Tuesday. So I'm assuming probably a lot of them may have left. Now, if
Man.
you were from far off, may have stayed. I don't know.
And what do? You know, you come from
Dude.
however many states away, and you're not even doing anything. You know?
No, it's just costing you money.
Well, I mean, it's rain. You're not out there practicing or anything.
nothing.
Wow.
They said they got some of the least amount of practice they ever got for the Snowball in this one. They got like 1 hour of practice, and that was it. And I was like, that's perfect.
Oh,
I don't think you need any more.
I agreed.
But anyway, race got underway. I mean, there were a few cautions in it. Nothing. Well, I will say, oh god,
Carson Brown.
Yeah, Carson Brown. Wow, he.
I've never seen a rear fold up like that.
I'd never seen a rear end fold up on a car like that. Did you
No,
see
he
that?
didn't.
Well, he got hit after the caution came out. He had already slowed down, and somebody just like hooked him down the straightaway going into one. It knocked the roof up off the car. Like it was folded forward. He hit the back end so hard.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
No, it was crazy. He got out. He popped right out the car. He was fine. He said he just went ahead, put his head hard back against the seat as he could because he knew it was going to be a hard hit, and it was. That was a hard hit. Tough hit.
Carson.
So,
Carson.
Your boy is not had a good go at it on the asphalt so far. He qualifies great. Gets caught up in everything somehow, though.
Oh, my God.
So, anyway, other than that, wasn't overly ridiculous, in my opinion.
I didn't really get to see much of it.
What I seen, I mean, I had it literally on the little phone stand in the truck. So every time I get back in from a service call today, I'd look and see what was going on. And from what I seen, was not ridiculous. All right, we got down to the last, I think it was about 10 laps to go-ish, and they had a caution. Ty Majeski led the majority of this race. I mean, just dominant. I mean, nobody had anything for Ty Majeski, in my opinion. He just had a car that could have won. All right, and in typical Snowball fashion, we couldn't have a race without some big-time drama. Kirk Loudy says Majeski got screwed. I tend to somewhat agree with you, Kirk, for the simple fact. All right, let me tell you what happened. Let me set the stage here. They got a line in the center of 3 and 4. That's not the start line. That's just a line. Then they have a second line that starts the restart zone. What they tell them apparently in the drivers meeting is at that first line, pick up your pace. Then when you get to the restart zone, go. Well, that leaves a little bit of gray area in my opinion. So what Ty Majeski said was first there was a restart, they called it back, you get a quote unquote mulligan. You get a warning. But he said he knew he jumped that start. He said, "Oh yeah, I jumped that start." He said they were telling me because they listened to radios there. It's really funny. I mean,
Yeah, that was interesting to hear.
yeah. It's kind of like NASCAR where you can scan the radios. They're doing that down there, and he said Stephen Nasse was saying like pretty much he was going to jump him to see if he got by with it. Because he knew he had to get in front of him. It was the only possible chance he had. So, Ty made sure that wasn't going to happen, and he went ahead and jumped it himself. On that first start, they called it back. Fine. The second start, in my opinion, I don't know. You'd have to look at throttle traces and everything else, but I don't think none of that's hooked up on a super late model. When they got to the line, the first line, it looked like Majeski picked up his pace. And when they got to the start zone, he was on it. To me, it looked more like Nasse just didn't go, almost. And if that is the rule, or it's not really a rule, it is just what they tell them. If that is what they tell them, and you just don't go pick up the pace as much as the guy at that line, it's going to make him look like he jumped like crazy. To me. I don't know. I mean, we've dealt with some of the stuff. What do you think?
I don't know why you have a zone and don't use it, you know?
Right.
Why are you, because that was a big zone.
Big.
I mean, that's one of the longest restart zones
Yes.
I've kind of seen. So why are they telling them to go ahead and get going, you know?
Well, I guess
If you-
it's so they're not playing games and
I
break
get that.
checking. And
But it's like we
stuff.
said, police that instead of having
Exactly.
to. If you tell them you got to hold the speed, you can pretty well tell when they go.
Right.
If you tell them to pick it up a little bit, it gets a lot harder to see when they go. So
I agree.
Like you said, I think he went a hair early, but it's so hard to tell. Gradually increasing speed,
Right.
you know.
Right. What you think on that, Jason?
Well, then speedometer's in the car, so when you increase speed, what's the speed you're supposed to run? I mean,
that's my thing.
it's too much. It's too much of a, like you said, Dave. It's too much of a gray area right there, man. You got to. I don't know.
Set a line, and that's my thing. Set a line. If you go before that line,
Yeah, say you
all right.
pace car pulls off,
You do
you
it.
hold speed, and then the leader can launch anywhere in that zone.
That's what all of our rules are. At every track we race at, pace car pulls off, then there is a
we do a line, but
yeah.
Yeah.
We got a line.
you're supposed to hold speed.
Hold
you know?
speed until that line. If you go before
Yep.
that line,
And with that line,
And as a leader, you got a little bit of leeway. You can set a pace. You know, some set it a little faster, some
Yeah,
a little
right,
slower.
right.
But you know, once you set a pace, you got to hold it.
Just hold it.
You can't be
Exactly.
speeding up and slowing down. But
exactly.
or maybe between that what the first line and that second line, that box right there, before you get to the second line, that's your restart box. Go.
Yeah, I mean, make it more black and white than what it is, and I just don't know how
Yes.
you can make that call
that
with
is-
10 laps to
that
go.
is tough to make 10 laps to go for sure.
That's a tough call to make
That
with
took
10 laps to go.
that took some major coconuts.
Yeah,
Kirk said it's not like he had to jump Nasty to win because he led 200 laps. All right, you're right, but I'm gonna tell you, Nasty was.
And he almost had a 2-second lead too, right, Dave, at one time?
Oh yeah.
that's all
yeah.
more reason to not want to get
Yeah.
jumped. You know,
But let me tell you about Nasty. I agree with you, but let me tell you what Nasty has done before. I think Stephen Nasty is a good race car driver, but he has had some dirty moves before. He literally said one time, he said, I knew I might not win this race, but neither was Bubba Pollard. And just destroyed Bubba's car. And so when you're racing around somebody like that, you don't want to let them get in front of you, and you have to pass them at that point.
oh yeah, that's what Majeski was doing. He didn't want to lead the whole race and lose on a restart.
Right.
And that's understandable.
He's done it before. It's happened before to him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like NASCAR. Like, you know, if Joey Logano gets on your outside of the last restart, that's not a good thing.
No.
because he's gonna be able to beat you 10
Yeah.
laps. You know,
Yeah. So,
Majeski didn't want to
Yeah.
lose it because he got jumped. You know,
I don't know. I think that was. I just think it was a. Man, that was too close. That's too close.
I agree.
It was too close of a call to make
I will give you that.
for 10 laps to go. If it would have been early in the race and they called that, okay.
Well, if he'd have jumped it like he did the first time, yeah, hey,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. But, man, that was just such a
Unless-
ball and strike call, and that's one that's like literally riding that outside line of the home plate. It's like, this umpire would have called it a strike. This umpire would have called it a ball.
Calling the ball. Yep. Exactly.
So,
God almighty, bro.
I don't know.
But 6 laps to go.
yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, Stephen Nasty got him one. I guess he's made it through Tech. They're probably still going. They love to go in Tech forever down there. You might know three
In the
days
wee
later
hours.
who actually won.
yeah.
There you go. That's right. Yeah.
Other than that, that's about it. Far as asphalt side. Only other thing is, and I'm not a legal expert enough to tell you. Do we still got the trial going on between 2311 Front Row Motorsports and NASCAR? I keep listening. I will say, I mean, you can listen to them or not, I don't care. But who's probably had the best knowledge of it has been the Teardown podcast. They're in the courtroom every day. Yes, Jeff Gluck and Jordan Bianchi. They're in the courtroom every day, and they take tons of notes from it. And that's what I've been listening to literally every day, just listen to what's going on. And like I said, it's basically what they've been arguing back and forth is kind of semantics that not really doing a whole lot with what's going on. Is finally the judge I do know this. Finally, the judge had to jump in and tell NASCAR. They were like, look, everything they were answering, they would say, well, it's for the betterment of the sport. Well, he said, you might as well stop saying that, because saying something is betterment for the betterment of the sport when you're in a monopoly case, essentially, you're you're saying we already know there is no other premier stock car racing, so the betterment of the sport is to better NASCAR. So judge kind of shut them down there. Now it's still all up to a jury. Supposedly this jury knows nothing about NASCAR.
Okay. Or Michael Jordan. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Well, and
Yeah.
they all said they there were soccer fans and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I was like, well, they
Everybody
live in
knows Michael
Charlotte now. I mean, there is some soccer in Charlotte now, so
Well, I mean, everybody knows Michael Jordan.
that's what I said too. I'm like, come on.
But hey,
Who don't, right?
I,
Have you
I wish I
listened
knew
much
enough to
about
know
it?
which side to pick. It's just so hard to sit.
I'll put it this way: the judge keeps telling them over and over, and he even told them Friday that he said if I were either side, he said I know y'all would have a lot of time well spent this weekend sitting in a room together. Basically, what he was telling them is, I would suggest y'all settle.
Yeah.
That's true.
This sounds like to me. That's what it sounds
I mean,
like to me.
that's exactly what it was. I mean, he's telling them their best bet is going to be settle.
Somebody's gonna get the feelings hurt.
Well, and that's the thing is, like I told Jason last week, is like, I don't think there is, because I'm gonna tell you, this is the thing about it, and there's a legal expert that was on the teardown, and she was talking about it. She said, it is possible that quote unquote 2311 and Front Row Motorsports wins this trial, and they still don't have a charter. Because there's nothing to say that NASCAR has to sell them a charter back.
It's a big mess, isn't it?
So, at that point, again, who wins?
Nobody.
I mean, you might get some money back, and that's what it says. You're going to get your, 2311 is basically suing for, I think it was like $240 million, give or take. Okay, you won your $240 million, but you might as well just take that and head on to the house, because you're not going to race as a chartered
You ain't
car
gonna make any
anymore.
money. Yeah.
Or it could come, there may not be any charters by the end of it.
See, that's okay. That's what I was. Okay.
And NASCAR said straight out that if there was ever a split, that they would shut it down before it happened.
So you think we're gonna see the end of the charter now, Dave?
What's that?
You think we're gonna see the end of the charter now? We can go. We can
I
go back
doubt
to
it.
privateering like we were talking about last week.
I don't think so, because the teams want the charters.
Yeah.
Teams want the charters
Why do you want charter? Why?
to guarantee them
Because-
being
because-
the race, the guarantee,
Well, they
and the guarantee money.
It gives you value of your
Well,
team
yes.
too.
Yes, exactly.
That way, if you
What?
do decide to sell, you could sell the charter.
Yes,
Okay.
there is something of value, because take it like this. Okay, take it like this. What year did the next gen come out? The Carter in now. That was
22.
22. Okay, say 2021. You were a NASCAR car owner. You decided you wanted to get out the sport and sell all your stuff at the end of it. Well, at the end of 2021, the cars that you had were not going to be any good for anything the next year. If you didn't have a charter, what do you have to sell? A hauler? So all the money you spend in NASCAR, you're going to get back a few $100,000 from selling a hauler and some tools.
That's the big thing.
So
But-
if you got a charter
Yeah.
and that ends up okay, maybe you can get back
Yeah, I mean, you
$30 million.
Yeah. Fall on hard times financially.
Yeah.
Want to get out.
Yeah. It is owning a team is worth something other than just the stuff you have, because the stuff is typically no good at the end of the year.
So basically, you're saying right now, Dave, that NASCAR is looking out for the car owners with that.
That was the
Aspect of
teams.
it.
That was the teams that started that. It was not necessarily NASCAR. The teams come to
Well, the
NASCAR
team-
asking for it. They wanted to guarantee to be in the race, first of all, and then they said, the second thing when they were first starting this was kind of then maybe we'll have something to sell, when we decide to get out. Well, now that the charter is the big thing now. They realize that it's worth more. I mean, oh God, what's his name? Anyway, Live Fast. They sold theirs for $40 million. BJ. Yeah, BJ McLeod sold his for $40 million. Made him a chunk.
That's what we were doing the math too. Remember that? I said, "Damn, Dave, $40 million, 36 races." Then you really broke it down for me. So, Dave, how? See, here's what I'm really throwing off at. How do you put a price tag on a charter? How do you know how much it's worth? Like, 40 million. How come we can't be 75 million?
It's worth the market value.
It's worth whatever they'll pay you for.
It's worth the market value. How much is crab legs worth? go to Krabby
eat that stuff,
go to Krabby Mike's and see what they charging this week. That's how much they're worth. How much is
I got you.
how much is a steak at Longhorn Steakhouse worth? Whatever they're charging. If you're willing to
About
pay it.
$5.
That's
It's
what
worth
I'm saying.
about $5.
You're not willing to pay it. Another guy may be willing to pay it. That may be his favorite thing in the world. There's somebody. What they say? There's always a sucker.
People buy anything. That's the old motto too. People buy anything.
They will. And if it is your dream, and there is some people out there, if it's your dream to own a NASCAR Cup team, and there's a price tag. Fortunately, I guess for him, look at Rick Hendrick, look at Joe Gibbs, Jack Roush, who was another couple? I think that's
Penske.
Yeah, Penske. Yeah, look at them. They were given their charters. They're sitting on a gold mine that didn't cost them a dime. Now, are they ever going to get rid of them? Probably not.
Probably not.
Because as long as they have those charters, it's steadily making that company money. Because they're selling sponsorships off of guaranteeing they're going to be in a race. And on top of that, that is what the charter deal is about. So much money off of the TV revenue, so much off of, just so many little things. Like I said, I would go back. If anybody really wants to know all the ins and outs of it, the Teardown has done a great job with the ins and outs of it. That's what I've been listening to kind of get my. I will say, as of right now, the way they set it up, Judge told them to hurry it up. They pretty much had they allotted 10 days for this trial. So 10 days would be up Friday. I don't think they're going to be done. I don't think they're going to be done. I figure it's going to go into next week. But I personally think, as far as like, if you just say in trial, who's going to win or lose the trial, the way it's looking to me, or sounding like anyway, NASCAR's kind of on the losing side right now. But what does that loss look like? That is what I don't understand yet. I don't understand what a loss for NASCAR in this trial is going to look like, what it's going to change, if it's going to change anything. They may have to pay 2311 and front row X amount of dollars, and still nothing changes.
How much is the other however any other team signed the charter agreement?
Exactly.
You can't have. I don't think
I'm
you
still
can have
ready.
two different agreements.
And that's actually in the charter agreement already. Is they couldn't have multiple agreements. It had to be
have
the
to give
same.
everybody
Yeah.
the good agreement that 2311 got.
Yeah.
So hey.
I'm still waiting though, because apparently Richard Childress is going to testify in this trial for 2311. And
Well, I mean, a lot of them said, "Hey, we'd love to not sign it, but we can't
yeah,
afford to."
well, I mean, they couldn't not sign it because of sponsorship.
Yeah, sponsorships. I mean, you can't afford them to charter. I mean,
Right.
So what is
23-11
Richard Childress?
What's that?
Why have they called Richard Childress to testify?
Because he was
on what
against it to
grounds?
begin
He
with.
said, yeah.
He did not. He's the one that flat out said in the media, he was like, I did not want to sign it. He said, but for my sponsors and for my employees, I had to. I was forced to.
That don't look good for NASCAR either.
No, and then
It's
then the text messages that came out against him did not look good at
Yeah.
all.
All right, that's
surprised that
now,
got
that's why my next question, Dave,
won't
is RCR still going to go after NASCAR for the defamation character?
I
So
don't
those
think he'll
text
go
messages-
after NASCAR. I think he'll go after Steve Phelps.
He felt personally, wow, you have to resign. Right
He's
now,
gonna
you know,
have-
Steve Phelps should have already resigned.
Especially if they
Soon as
lose this
it's-
trial, I think he's
Oh,
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
when that guilty or not guilty, NASCAR wins or loses, Steve Phelps, as soon as that gravel hits the doggone desk, I'm resigning from NASCAR. He has to.
I agree, but I think especially if they lose, he's definitely gone.
Oh, he's gone. He is. I think he's gone.
It's not a good. And I'm gonna tell you what, Jim France is not looking like a good character for NASCAR right now either. If you listen to all this stuff, I mean it comes across. Now, granted, we're not in the inner workings in it, but there is some money hungry actions that it sure sounds like that are coming across.
Hey, yeah, speaking of money, I know you heard this. Friday, Hamlin was on the stands, and God, it's just so funny. Typical Hamlin. NASCAR's lawyer said, "Well, you made $14 million a year." Blah blah blah. Hamlin said, "Yeah, but nobody wins as much races as I do."
He nobody could argue with him this past year. He won more than everybody this past year.
Yeah, he's still practicing COVID regulations because he's still
He's still
separated from the championship. I'm sorry, bro.
exactly.
I had to do it. I
Yeah,
had
but
to
my
do it.
thing
I'm
is, yes, I mean they can talk about what he makes. Compare that to other major form of motorsports, which you'd have to compare it to Formula One. Look at what their drivers are making.
Well, I do not know. Give me an example. How much is F1 drivers?
I don't know what they're
Dave?
making now. I heard Lewis Hamilton's making.
Yeah.
I think I heard his was one time was around 30 to 40 million a year.
Well, I mean, Hamlin, Bush, Logano, maybe Brad. They're probably the only ones making big money.
Yeah.
I mean, relatively. Obviously, they're making a lot, but
Hamlin. Who's Connor? Hamlin, Bush.
all
who else?
the old drivers. I'll put it that way. The
All
older
ones.
the older
Okay,
drivers that have been there
okay.
for a while.
Yeah.
The new ones.
Okay.
I heard
I don't make
Kyle
it.
Busch had to take a pay cut.
I'm sure he did. I think it's probably up there
yes.
in the.
Oh yes, for sure. I'm with you.
Is there as much money in NASCAR now than say when Earnhardt was there?
There's more.
I know. We all know when Earnhardt then was driving.
There
more
was
money.
There is more money exchanging hands, but it's not going to drivers.
Was it going on in NASCAR's pocket?
No,
Under the
it's not
table.
all going. There's a lot
No?
going in NASCAR's pocket, but it ain't just NASCAR. It's oh god, Kirk Loudy just looked it up for us. Lewis Hamilton's making $60 million annually. Good lord, I didn't know it was that much. Now
I mean, I figured F1 would be a lot more, but
that's a lot.
Have y'all priced a shirt? F1 shirts?
No.
Have y'all priced these
No.
things?
That crazy.
it is ridiculous. Yeah.
Oh, it's $120 for a shirt, bro.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy anymore. Crazy.
So where's the money going, Dave?
Where's the money going? Okay. It's different than it used to be. Used to, when Dale Earnhardt, when you're talking about the heyday when Earnhardt was there, when Dale Earnhardt was driving, the ownership model or the financial model anyway was owner has a car, finds a driver, owner gets a sponsor to pay for that driver. Nowadays, in most cases, not all, but in most cases, nowadays, Cup is a little bit different. Cup still has some of that, but Truck and Xfinity especially. But even in this trial, we saw Front Row Motorsports. Matt Tifft was supposed to pay, I'm trying to remember the number. I think it was around $2 million to drive the truck for 1 year. And they had to, there was so many sponsors, or it might have been $4 million.
I don't know.
I can't remember. It was big. To drive truck, but then there was these sponsorship stipulations in it. Basically, driver has to bring the check with them now. That's a big part of it now. Driver has to bring sponsorship and the check with them. Yep.
Hold on. You remember this story? Remember Junie Dunleavy?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Remember he had the Hormel sponsorship on that 90 Teal 90 one time?
Yep.
Okay. What was his name, Dave? Old guy. Oh, huh? Older guy. What was his name?
Dick Trickle.
Went to Daytona to drive the car in the garage. Judy said, okay, where's my check? He said, what check? You both, y'all Hormel, y'all boys bring me a doggone check. If you driving this doggone car, you gotta, bring me the check. Well, Hormel said, well, he ain't bringing no check. So they kicked, I forget what the guy's name was. So he took the sponsor off the car, kicked that driver out of the garage. I think it was Robbie Gordon. I think he found Robbie Gordon to drive the car to Daytona 500 that year.
Probably so.
I can't remember who the driver was.
There ain't no telling. I can't remember that.
It was an older guy. He got sued. He's the same guy who got sued by that girl about that box trailer he didn't pay for. Same guy. Who that is? Who was that? Come on.
The one that
come on.
Knocked the car in half at first, or knocked the car in half at
Bristol. Bristol. What's his name? Mike what? Come on. Get the go.
Oh God, what's his name?
God,
the one that wanted to meet in the Chili's parking lot.
Harmon?
Yeah, Mike Harmon.
That's it. So basically, you can't. There's none of that happening in today's NASCAR. Then.
Well, it happens just like that. Actually, is driver comes with the sponsor. Yes. Yep.
Wow.
I mean, that is, and I guess that was kind of the start of it there, and that is exactly how it works now. Driver comes with a sponsor and a check most of the time. Now, if that driver, see what they're doing now is basically making the driver negotiate the sponsor. So if that driver can negotiate $20 million out of the sponsor, and it only costs him 10, well, then the driver gets $10 million to race. I know Matt DiBenedetto a couple years ago, he made $0. He made $0 through the whole year. He negotiated the sponsor and he got just enough money to race the car.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, so there's a lot of guys doing that. I mean, you'd be surprised the number of that now. Like somebody just said, or who said that? Kurt? Yeah. Suarez has to buy his ride. Exactly. All of them have to buy their rides now.
Suarez does? He's changing rides too, right?
He's going Spire?
I think so, yeah.
I think Spire.
Yeah, I think
Spire.
Being the 7, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Anyway.
Insane, bro. That's
anyway,
insane, bro.
Well, we have gone really long tonight. Really, really, really long.
Oh, one more thing, Dave.
Yes,
What do you see? Where do you see this going? What's going to be the outcome, Dave? What do you think?
I don't know. That's what I'm still confused about. Is like I said, I think based off of what I've seen so far, I think NASCAR is technically going to, quote unquote, lose the case. But I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means, hey, we got to rewrite everything. Hey, we're losing charters. Because I'm going to tell you, if all of a sudden they come out and say, hey, we're taking the charter system away, I think you're going to see a bunch of teams gone. If they lose now, I think what that will do will open up for another stock car series being able to run. And that's not going to happen instantly, but I think you could see it possibly happening. If they lose, if they take charters away, I think you could see the Childresses, the I don't know, the Childresses, maybe Penske with being he's got IndyCar stuff now. I think you could, especially all the smaller teams, all those, I think you could see something happening possibly with Dale just said Captain Kirk keeping y'all boys straight on here for sure. He always does.
Yeah, heck yeah.
We love it.
So Dave, do you remember we had the Champ Series and IRL? We gonna have the same thing? You think?
NASCAR said they would fold if that ever happened. That's what they said. Because that got brought up. And NASCAR said they would fold before that, or they would shut it down before that happens. So I don't know. We'll see. I figure in about a week or so we'll know.
The most probable thing
Before
is
Christmas?
nothing will change.
Oh yeah, it'll be before Christmas.
Before Christmas, okay. Wow, okay. Well, keep me in the loop, man. Keep me in the loop because I think this will be our last show. Keep me in the loop with that.
We will for sure. Okay. I'll be posting some stuff. So, Connor, what you got coming up?
I don't know, man. Christmas.
You plan on running the bash?
I really don't know. We ain't decided yet. You got any? Are they running trucks?
Nope.
No
truck running.
I don't know. We're on the fence about it. We'll see.
I talked to Chad today. He told me one time they didn't know. Now he said, I think that's the plan to go run it now. I'll probably be out there. I'll probably be out there.
All right,
So,
man. Awesome.
So what's your plans for the next few weeks there, Jason?
Stay warm, stay dry, and give every Christmas.
Good luck.
And Merry Christmas to everybody watching and y'all too, all right?
For sure. So, well, we appreciate everybody that has watched this year and hung out with us. All of our guests that have been on. Appreciate you filling in like none other all year long there, Jason. Glad to have Connor back in the house tonight.
Yes, I'm going to call a Dairy Association tomorrow, Connor, so.
Good.
Yeah. I'm not going to sue you for it. I'm not going to be NASCAR.
Stop that APB there.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, good deal. Well, I think I've got I'm trying to think. We got a little cookout over here at the house. Mom and Dad's here Saturday. We got our Christmas singing, I guess we'll call it. Christmas night of worship at church Sunday night that I got to go do a bunch of stuff with and get all the band ready and stuff. We got practice for that Thursday night, and after that we'll just be getting ready for Christmas.
Yes, sir. Dave, excuse me, Dave. I also want to say this too, Dave. Coming up on 1 year to doing this, Dave, and I was very skeptical when you asked me to do this. You know this. I was like, man, you sure you got the right guy to do this? But I just want to thank you for the opportunity for doing this, Dave, and I've had a blast. And it's good to, meet you and, and everything, talking with you.
Oh, for sure, man. Well, I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate all the help this year and greatly appreciate all the input and all that for sure, man. It's been great. It's been fun. And
been fun.
We'll be back at it in 2026.
Let's do the thing.
All right, everybody. Appreciate everybody watching this year. Hope y'all all have a great Christmas, great New Year. We'll be back to talk with you, and God bless you all.
Yeah, God bless y'all. Be good, Dave. Bye, Connor.
Later.
All right, everybody. I'm still hanging on. Appreciate all y'all hanging out in the after party here. But we're gonna get out of here, and like I said, Merry Christmas. Keep up on social media. I'll be on there, always catching stuff on there. So y'all have a good Christmas, good New Year, and we'll be back. We'll talk with y'all soon. Have a good one.